Everybody stay quiet.
Welcome back, everyone.
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
How's it going?
Everybody feeling good? We got the new camera set up. We're comfortable on each side
Very
of the table.
cool.
Got a new intro video.
A new intro. Did that
We
thing
have-
play good?
Oh, yeah.
How was that? Everybody
was
like
good.
that?
I hope you
that
guys
is
watched
awesome.
it. We got some moving icons and graphics, Stanley Cup,
there
no
we
big
go.
deal.
Moving up.
That's pretty cool. I like
I've
it.
got a lot of leg space. So
I know, right?
Wide open.
I know, right?
Wide
doing
open
good right
over
now.
here,
We're doing good
sharing
right now.
out.
Clear path to the
Feels
bathroom
great.
for me, so no one's going to be disrupted at all this show. You're welcome.
We
everybody.
know. We know how you have a girlish bladder, and
We talk about it every show.
you drink a couple, and you
I
can't
don't think it's
help
any.
yourself.
It's no
So-
secret.
Here we go. Oh, Don Renee says that intro. Hey, what's going on? Jimmy Tracy's already live. Good
Look
to
at
see you
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for seeing all this,
Loyal fans of the podcast.
Jimmy. We love you, bro. You know it.
I don't know who
Honestly.
you are, Jimmy, but you seem pretty cool.
Honestly, it's fun to be doing another show tonight, guys. We're back again to talk about some local stuff. Basically, we've got some eats, some drinks, some friends that actually were very supportive of the podcast. We want to talk about tonight as well.
Gosh.
And I think we're going to kick it off. Mark, you always have yourself a nice looking beer over
I've
there.
always got a good beer, and I got this one from 6 Mile Bridge. It's a double dry hopped Citra IPA. I've also got a glass that is actually proper, and I could thank Matt Bauer for that.
Wow, Matt Bauer?
He actually dropped those off at my work for me Tuesday.
That was kind. That was
So
kind
that
of
was very cool, Matt. Love
Yeah,
it.
thank you,
So
Matt, tuning into the podcast. He saw what
Yeah.
you were drinking out of, and he said that you need to step your
I
game
needed
up.
proper glassware.
Hey, man, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been?
And we appreciate you recognizing that.
Yeah, I appreciate
honestly.
it. Very cool. And then I got
True connoisseur.
another beer here from Perennial because I love pretty much anything Perennial does. So it's called Then You Roast the Mallow.
Okay.
Little reference to the Sandlot there. So
Then you roast
pretty
the
cool. It's
mallow.
basically a s'mores stout.
How can I have some more if I haven't had any?
It's about 11.5%. So I might be going to the bathroom just as much as Nick. So
Well, hey,
we'll
you
probably
know
be
what?
doing that.
Hey, take his keys.
We both have.
That's
the,
okay. We got an easy exit.
the
So-
Give me your keys.
I think,
That's 11%?
I think we're going to be okay. Also, another a friend of ours that,
Yes.
elementary school, I think I haven't even gone to
Yes.
kindergartner with her.
Yeah.
Claire Flowers shared the video last time and said some very kind words about us for just going to school with her and being supportive of the podcast and local. So we love it. Thank you so much. She's actually got her own fashion line and
Yes.
her own shop that I think
Very awesome.
I have to find out exactly where it
I think it's
is.
like heels and things like that.
Yeah,
We'll have to
it's
find
women's
out.
shoes.
Women's shoes.
Very, very stylish. Definitely check it out. We'll hopefully we can get a comment or a post in the link
Yes.
to some of her stuff.
Very
so,
awesome.
Thank you for
Claire.
sharing it, and we appreciate the kind words.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, let's talk about some food. We got a little fun thing going on tonight.
Yeah.
So local eats. We've got Antonino's.
Yes,
Is that it?
Antonino's, yes. Will Higgins, this is for you. We're going to start maybe doing some giveaways. He donated a pizza.
What do you mean? We might be starting. I think we're
I
starting
think we
tonight.
actually are starting tonight.
We're
Check
starting
this
tonight.
out, guys.
Starting tonight?
So tonight, if you click that little share button, takes you 2 seconds. We're going to get all the names by the end of the show. Throw them in.
You know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. We're going to put your names into a random name generator, and we're going to pick a winner to get a free pizza from Antonino's on the Hill.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. And if we have
One of
to,
the
if we
best
have to ship
pizzas.
it to Germany, or if we have to ship it to
Egypt?
Egypt,
Don't
or
Mighty
forget
Colombia,
Coming. A little
where
taste
we
of
have
St.
loyal
Louis.
fans, then we will absolutely do
A
so.
little
We'll find
taste
a way
of
to
St.
get it to
Louis
Egypt.
the pyramids.
It might take a while because of the delays with shipping and stuff.
No promises on
We
how
won't use
good it's gonna
Amazon.
be.
We won't use Amazon to ship it. I promise.
Frozen,
Are you kidding
frozen
me?
drones are coming.
We've got 24 people watching right now. We've had almost 2,400 to 3,000 views the last 5 episodes. I mean, we have some clout now.
We do.
Dude.
Does
Oh
anyone?
wait, Joe Rogan's watching.
Does anyone?
Wow,
know?
that's huge.
I mean, if we have to ship a pizza, we will. But honestly, it's going to be a fun thing we're doing. Antonino's.
Yes.
Will is the manager there.
He's one of the managers up there. Yes, he's been there for a while, and they're
and-
doing curbside service still. And I just respect that place. We've been there so many times in 8 minutes. It's
Hill.
amazing. The Hill,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Beautiful
you got some
place. Amazing
awesome-
restaurants. Antonino's one of the best, though.
And they make their raviolis from scratch.
Yeah, if we get a lot of people to share the video tonight, we're also going to throw in a thing of ravioli.
That's
toasted
correct.
raviolis. So support your local eats.
just
Will,
shared
thank
it.
you. Thank you for
You might win.
Mark's
Absolutely.
person.
Thank
Mark's, you guys want to take Mark down?
Hey,
Here's your
Come on,
chance.
here's
get
your
out there and
chance.
share
Get
it.
out there and share it.
I don't need a pizza, but I'll eat it.
Honestly, but no, that's fun, man. So I also wanted to try. It's Nubby's, I think, right? It's
Yeah,
Matt
Nubby's.
Hines' place. Is up at All American, correct? It's
Yeah.
a barbecue place. I've seen some pictures.
heard. Really?
I think
At All
Chris
American?
McMenamy had a post up of some food that he got from Matt Hines, and it looks phenomenal.
Anytime you can take the stench away from the hockey equipment you're walking out the front door with some delicious barbecue.
Is it upstairs or downstairs? I'm guessing where it used to be the bar,
upstairs.
all that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
but you can smell it coming in, and
Yeah.
Right on.
So-
Not the hockey equipment,
Yeah.
the food.
no,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
The food takes over the hockey equipment, which
It
is a hard
does.
thing to do.
That's
Smoke
good.
out the BO.
Stuff's
Yeah, right, that's the truth.
It used to be hot dogs and nachos, but now it's good food.
No, they
yeah,
don't.
they don't have rotating pizzas anymore. I don't
I'm
think.
saying long time ago.
Yeah.
When Eric,
I mean,
that's
that
when Eric
building's been
Middendorf,
there.
Eric
Been there for a
Middendorf
while.
worked the concession stand at that point. I think.
I think that's been there for like a really
Oh, yeah.
I went to summer camp there when I was like 13 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soccer camp.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I went there.
All American
Oh yeah,
shout
you
out.
look, I know you look familiar.
It's
Hey,
like
all-
in soccer camp. I remember being 6 years old. That was cool.
All American shout out. I guess it's transformed from indoor soccer to batting cages to volleyball to jazzercise to World's Gym.
So many reincarnations
Oh, yeah.
in this beautiful
There's
place.
Gymnastics
there's
at
the
one point.
chiropractic office that was ran out of there. Then you have, I mean, the St. Louis Pizza and Wings headquarters is ran out of there. That's actually pretty cool too. Shout out to St. Louis Pizza and Wings. So, I mean,
mean-
besides that, I mean, what else? Is there any other local eats or anything like that?
Really, the only place I was thinking of while I was by Perennial was Stacked STL. If anyone's been there,
Oh boy,
Got to have
in the
you-
patch.
you're right.
my
the
God,
beautiful patch that we're trying to bring back.
They've got about
Stacked.
80 things you can put
Yeah.
to create your own
Oh,
burger.
yeah.
It is awesome.
They had the Burger
definitely-
Wars there for a minute.
Yep.
I don't know
Yeah.
if they still do it, but
I
they had
think
like
they
a Burger
still
of the
do.
Month versus
Yeah.
thing. Like, then those are the ones you wanted to
And
have.
they do like different toppings on the burger.
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
that you would normally put, but they
Shout
find a way
out
to
to
make it all
Stacked.
work.
All right.
So
What was the other place?
get a chance.
Max
Max
Eatery?
Local Eats.
Max
actually,
Foundry?
I'm actually going to get
The
us
Foundry?
Max Local Eats
Yes.
one
They're on
night
Cherokee
here. We're
Street.
going to eat that here. So I'm going to grab us some before we come
Don't
in.
tempt me
Yeah.
with a good time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Max
love
Local
Max.
Eats. We'll have some of that.
if anybody else is watching that's local and has any recommendations as far as places that we need to check out or individual dishes, I would say too. I mean, I'm willing to go and try some stuff out, especially now with everything kind of slow rolling back open. You know,
Yep.
it would be nice
Yeah.
to get out and support a local restaurant or something like that. That's definitely been hurting and might not have even been open for the last 2 months. So let us know in the comment section, guys, if you have anybody or anything out there that you want to shout out because we'd love to hear about it.
And we support local.
We support local.
100%.
Everyone should.
Yeah.
I went to the one stop, the donut place on Lee May Ferry the other day. Got a bunch of donuts. If anyone is a donut guy,
My brother,
there's a lot of good ones in St. Louis, but
Donut
that's one
Stop.
that's close. So
my brother loves went to that place too. Yeah, he's a fan. He
Very
actually
good.
messaged me and
Classic.
said he saw your post
like
and,
the
and
best
he liked
burgers.
it.
Been around for so long,
Long time.
too.
What was the
there
name of
is
that again? The donut shop?
one stop.
One Stop
Stop,
Donut
yeah.
Shop. Where's it at?
Or the Donut Stop, actually, I think is what it is. It's on Lee May Ferry.
Seabird?
Way out. You remember the old bean house was across the
Oh,
street.
my gosh.
La Casa
Oh,
Friol.
yeah.
Friol.
Telegraph,
La Casa
Telegraph,
Friol. So-
Telegraph and
Oh,
Lee May
geez.
Ferry
Right.
intersection.
Yep, right
It's
there.
right across the
La
street from
Frijoles.
that.
Oh,
Absolutely.
shout out to that donut shop.
Another thing for the podcast too, we just started up the Instagram page. I believe Mark, how's that
Yeah.
been going?
We're up to, I think we're around 170 people, and I just
170
started
people.
it about
Since Tuesday.
2 days ago. I think most people are wondering where it came from and who are the people in it, so that's why I kind of tagged us. So they're like, oh, wait, it's those guys. So
Yeah.
that's who it is. So,
Mr. It's free to be
Yeah,
happy.
that kind of helped it once they saw who was all in there. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely. I
good.
mean, guys, if you're on Instagram, like us on there, follow us on there. We're trying to get as versatile as possible. Get on
right.
a lot of the different social
YouTube's
media
coming.
sites. YouTube. We're
Twitter's
apparently
coming.
on YouTube right now. Shay's actually got us on YouTube right now.
No, on the tube, she meant.
Oh, on the tube. Oh, I thought she said YouTube. I need glasses, guys.
That's a television.
But soon YouTube,
They
maybe.
don't even have tubes anymore, which is even funnier.
we are hoping to get to YouTube
Get to
soon,
YouTube.
though, by the way.
We will.
Because
Well, we can multi-stream on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook all at once with a restream
be interesting.
service.
everyone's
Hey.
been clamoring for YouTube.
Try that.
We didn't talk about this, but let's go ahead and plug it. Thank you for the work on the intro today. For those of you guys
Yes,
that got to see
very
the
good.
intro for the show,
Love
it's
it.
something a little new. Like
Love it.
we're playing around with. We're trying to step our game up a little bit. We got 2 different cameras right now, and hopefully it's a lot more enjoyable.
we got a
'cause took care of
backdrop.
the weird kind of echo we had from last episode as well.
We got a backdrop for the bottom of the bar moving, and if you notice in the top left corner, we got a couple of logos that
Is
are
that a
shaking.
Stanley Cup?
That's
Yeah, that's a Stanley Cup,
Wait,
because you know why?
what does
We
that mean?
still have it.
Oh, that's
Still
ours.
got it.
Yeah, that's
Right
ours.
now
Yeah.
it's
We'll claim that for as long as.
Oh yeah,
That's
I still
great.
want to see it. I have not touched it or seen it yet. Everyone
my
else has. They have pictures with it.
Well, Boomer, let me
Wanna
ask you a
kiss it.
question.
Yeah.
Can I touch your hand?
You want to see it? You want to touch? You want to kiss it? It sounds like you want to hold a baby tiger. Okay.
Ooh.
So speaking of that, there's new
Oh.
Tiger King news.
There is some new Tiger King
Oh my
news,
God,
and
I
people
thought it was
cannot
over.
get enough. No, they're gonna milk that. He's gonna probably record an album from jail. Who knows what this guy
So
is
first of all,
gonna
you
do.
know he did not sing in that, right?
Those
that wasn't him
weren't his-
singing.
That was not him
his
singing?
voice.
No,
I had a
the-
good
the
idea
one-
that it was.
That was a country band.
Dude,
and
you just
can
broke
find
my
out
heart.
The name of the
I
band
had a
actually.
feeling.
Yeah.
You just broke my heart.
The
Yeah,
one girl
sorry,
gave
let
him
you
up and
down.
told him that it was no go.
What was it? Carol Baskins that's spreading this rumor? Or
Actually,
who is it?
That
That
bitch.
bitch.
That bitch. Carol Baskin.
Okay, so back to the Tiger King. Okay, so apparently, Carol Baskins, when she inherited her husband's property, and
Well,
all
we
that
know
stuff,
she did it.
Well, check this out. There's some new evidence that came out that says the signature of her husband was forged on the will, and there is now evidence of murder.
Well, I think we knew this.
Well, of course we
Dun,
knew
dun,
this. Come on.
dun.
You think the Tiger King was just on
This is
drugs,
scary.
making
This is the
shit up?
scary noise. You guys ready?
Tiger King.
Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Can I
Look,
call her? Can I call her the
she-
bee?
she
Should I-
did
should I
it.
not call her the
So
bee?
You can call her the bee.
Carol Baskins, you're a bitch.
You're a bitch.
You're a bitch, Carol Baskin. Look, she was so quick on the answer of what you douse your whatever you're feeding to a tiger,
I
like
know.
sardine oil. Like if you just happen to spill a little bit of
Yeah.
sardine oil on
Yeah.
this
Off the
person,
roof.
I don't
Oops.
know. You drop something that weighs 160-ish pounds down to
A 5-gallon jug.
you know, a cage of
was-
tigers. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I was speaking to a friend recently about Tiger King, and I said there's like pretty much like 5 things that I learned from watching that show. One is don't
Five?
don't 5.
That's
5 things I've
low.
learned.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Like top 5 or just 5?
One, the first thing is that Carol Baskin is a bitch, and she did indeed kill her husband.
That damn bitch,
Totally
Carol
did.
Baskin.
2, you don't put your hand in the cage.
No.
No.
Okay. Let's see. What is it? Oh, I'm gonna forget these other
That
ones.
lady
now.
swims in circles now.
I have to look at this to see. Oh, she swims in circles. That's ignorant.
I mean,
Poor Saf.
Drugs are bad for your
Saf,
teeth.
we love
Oh,
you, Saf.
yes.
That's another one that you could learn from that as well. Drugs, are bad for your teeth.
Bad
Yeah.
for your teeth. You
Um,
really can't claim
And
you've
also,
never done
at the
drugs.
last and the most important one is that everyone is exploiting tigers. I mean, it's the truth.
Right.
These poor
Yeah.
tigers.
Yeah.
Even
Holy
Carol
crap.
Baskin.
they get off on that.
This is
It's
kind of what
weird.
is lost in all of this craziness is these poor friggin' tigers that
know.
It's like
need to just be out in the
sad.
wild. Like once they reach a certain age, it's either
It's like owning a piece of Narnia.
it's just it's
Whoa.
That's
Narnia.
deep.
That's deep.
sad. Once they reach a certain age, there's nothing more they can do with them. They
Yeah, I
either
know.
start hurting people or they put them down.
Well, dude,
it's
Yeah.
just a
You
sick
know what?
reality.
Let's not talk about sad stuff. Let's talk about positive stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Someone actually made a huge deal. Joe Rogan, just podcast signed exclusively to Spotify.
Congratulations,
$100
Joe
million.
Rogan. Couldn't get any
Wow.
better. Here he is.
I mean, that
pretty
dude's
cool.
cool.
Getting
man.
better.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's
that's
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Million.
I mean, if anyone says, "Hey, do you listen to a podcast?" I mean, obviously, besides when people say, "Yeah, the Nameless Shameless podcast," they say Joe Rogan's that
Coincides
segment,
with
right?
Joe Rogan.
That's
Right.
our idol.
Right.
Right.
Nameless Shameless.
No,
Joe
his show
Rogan.
is
It's
awesome.
Hand in hand.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say the 2 top podcasts that I listen to are going to have to be the Joe Rogan podcast and then Hot Boxing with is that what it is
Mike
with Mike Tyson.
Look, Joe just
I haven't
Fantastic.
seen it
Joe,
yet.
Both
Joe-
were recommended
it's
to
good.
me from friends, and they are both fantastic. And I'm
I haven't
glad.
seen it yet.
The best part about Joe Rogan is he's just real. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh, he does not.
He's gonna interview.
He's there.
He's gonna interview the controversial people. He's gonna ask them the controversial questions,
He's woke.
and he's just the wokest. Can't shout out to Joe Rogan like you need it, but your deal just exceeded $100 million. So
Hey,
Crazy.
let's
Welcome
let's
to
do this.
Spotify,
We
buddy.
haven't done this yet, real quick, but let's go to the chat. Scott Harris says local house in Arnold is great food.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I
awesome.
love
love
that
Local
too.
House. I will
Never
shout
been
that
there
out.
either.
We
Yeah.
go there a lot with our family. My parents live right by it.
Where's it at?
Apple Valley Farms. It's at the corner of
Oh, okay.
Telegraph,
Telegraph
and
and-
Jeffco. Is that
Nice.
it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna give a shout out to Kevin Miller's fiance.
Shout out to Local House,
for being
for
the only good-looking girl that has ever talked to him. That was his request. That was his request. So Kevin, you're very welcome for that. There.
Nice.
Good for
We
you.
got Alex Kinney in here again. What's going on, Alex? We appreciate you. Following the show. And yeah, we're going to be talking about some more local stuff and go into some sports later. But we got some more stuff here actually.
Yeah, come on,
So
let's keep it general for a little
plethora.
bit.
happy
Sports
stories,
can
right?
wait.
Happy stories. What would be the happiest thing that could ever possibly happen to you? What would be the best thing that would make
The
you the happiest?
happiest
Right?
thing
Yeah.
right
What
now?
would be the best
Right
thing that make you
now?
happy?
My kid slept earlier.
Is
That was
there you
pretty
go.
good.
Mark's
That's
got
been-
some.
On a
been
beach.
some of the bonuses right now.
Hey, on a beach because it's supposed to rain for the next 7 days.
Yeah,
I'm not happy
the
about that.
forecast for St. Louis is looking pretty bleak.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: what if you found $1 million?
Ooh.
Boomer, there's a story that you told me. What,
Oh
go
yeah.
ahead and- let me
so
hear
I'm gonna
that.
go ahead and pull this up real quick because my phone just.
Well,
dropped.
since I am just the good Samaritan I am, I would grab all of that $1 million. I'd put it in my car and I would find the rightful owner.
So imagine this: you're
Bring it
driving
straight
through
to me.
Virginia, okay,
It was yours, right?
It
Kyle?
was mine. Yes.
and you just so happen to drive by 2 bags of cash totaling $1 million. Would you turn it in?
It's a lot of money.
Let us know. Hey,
No one said yes.
let us know.
Would you turn it in?
And
I already
yeah.
explained myself.
I think it
heard my
might be a
story prior.
setup.
I'm gonna have to go with no.
I don't think most people would turn that in. I'm sorry. How would you turn it in? It's cash, right?
Who do you bring it to?
Is the bag embroidered with someone's name? Are they that cool?
How do you know if
that
the
they're walking
cop
around?
wasn't like, yeah, we'll take care of this for you?
Well, hey, no. Shout out to that family.
What if
that's
it wasn't
for
just
keeping it real.
What if it was just not a gift? Maybe they're like, hey,
Maybe.
this neighborhood
Yeah.
could use this. I'm going to drop this off here.
What if God
At a-
dropped it and just like, here you go?
Maybe
is-
it was Ocho Cinco who gave $1,000 tip the other day for like a $37 bill.
I mean,
You know,
Shout out to every
That's
athlete
awesome.
who should be doing that, but
Right.
definitely
But
Ocho
very
Cinco.
cool.
who
when you're
makes
Ocho
it happen.
Cinco, you can do that though.
Ocho
Chad
Cinco.
I have an
One of
Ocho.
my
I have an Ocho
all-time.
Cinco jersey actually still this day. Cincinnati
Really?
Bengals. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Autograph? Is
Yeah.
it
A
game
lot
worn?
of fun to watch.
It's not actually. Did I get that from you?
Yeah, it was the year he switched from Ocho Cinco
Dude.
to Ocho Cinco.
Fantastic.
go.
Fantastic. dude.
Chad Johnson, you legend.
Ocho.
So we also have besides the family that won found the $1 million, which is like winning $1 million.
They turned
Yeah.
it in, which is I
I mean,
respect
that's
that.
awesome.
I would
Wow.
turn in a wallet. I would
ti-
turn in, but a
And in
million.
these times, people are hard up. It depends on who's going to
in
find
the middle of a
that.
pandemic.
They're gonna get some of that back, I bet. Because
The
how do you
family
trace
As
it?
well, you should,
should
unless it
get
goes to a
some of
Mexican
that.
cartel and there's no. You know.
Yeah,
you know.
Jeremy Lath
goes
says
where it went.
finders keepers. Sorry.
Yep.
Hey,
Losers,
I mean,
weepers.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it was actually like 2 million, and they're just like, "Hey, we found $1
We
million."
found a mill. It could have been 8 million.
Oh,
Could have been more.
Jeff and Kathy are both tuning in tonight. Thank you very much. We actually had the donations last show, the
Yep.
Stan Musial mosaic piece that was actually autographed by Stan the Man that we're going to be actually putting one of
beautiful
those
piece.
up.
Yes, we are.
For a
Working on a
raffle
frame or
some sort
something
of
right now.
sale. We're going to try to do that maybe on eBay or something just to
Yep.
maybe see what we can do for that.
Thanks, Kathy. That's A Mosaic Glass. That's her
And that
mosaic
thing
company.
is awesome.
I know.
It
right?
is.
Very
It's
cool.
like it was
Very
one of a kind.
cool.
It's
Yeah.
one of a kind.
Yeah, love it.
So
Awesome work.
There's some news about what is it? Square and Trade. Are they a partnered? Is that what it is? Are they two separate companies?
I
Are they
think they're
brother
two
sister
different
companies?
entities. Yes, but what's coming across the news feed on Reuters today is Square and Twitter are letting employees work from home permanently.
Wow.
Permanently, and you know we're seeing this whole work from home thing in its purest form because we're having a problem getting webcams right now and HDMI
it's
capture
crazy.
cards to get broadcasting. So, Mom, thanks for letting us borrow your webcam tonight.
Seriously. thanks, Mom.
Mom,
Shout
I love
out
you.
to
Very
Mom.
cool.
And she's still making masks. She showed me so many cool masks today, and she went out like looking for cloth yesterday, and she couldn't find any blues or any Cardinals cloth to make masks like that. But she is churning them out, and they're amazing. Love you,
awesome.
Mom.
Just
That's
a
awesome.
saint.
Awesome.
That's
But
awesome.
and speaking of cloths, and isn't there something else that they're
What's that? The
is there a giveaway or something they're doing
what are you talking about? Help me out here because I'm reading
in
off
North
my-
County or something? Weren't
They're,
they?
they're giving away some free masks and
Yeah.
gloves.
They're giving
and
away. So
all- and
Wednesday.
hand sanitizer.
I
Wednesday.
don't think so.
Wednesday.
I don't know, Nick. What's up?
So they went to the MoCan Institute, okay, in St. Louis to stop the spread of this horrible virus that is just ravaging countries and nations and, you know, come down to the neighborhoods also. It's spreading in little hot spots. Well, they have went to North County where it's probably needed the most. They're not getting any help up there. But it was we had face masks, hand sanitizers, gloves. Everything was handed out yesterday on Wednesday, May. That was the 20th. Don't get me wrong. You guys don't know
Thank
what
God
day
he
it
checked
is.
the right
You
hand.
guys don't
I don't
know what day it is either.
October.
But they gave away 40,000 pieces of PPE to the people who need it the most up there, and I'm going to assume they did the same today because it was a 2-day event between 10 and 2. It's over now, obviously. You can't get any more, but just the fact that they did this for where it's mostly needed, North County. The giveaway was at Natural Bridge Avenue, the Mocan Institute. Look it up, 4666 Natural Bridge.
That's cool. I like that they did that. There's one thing though that we talked about earlier that I had to bring up that I think we skipped over on accident.
Yeah.
There's so Parks just opened up. Okay, Parks just opened up, and like what? It's been 2 days since they opened up, and there's already like a story about some woman that was, what was it, Boomer? Gets hurt from a bison.
Oh yeah, so apparently in Yellowstone, this lady
Yellowstone.
got out, okay,
We're up
and
north,
I guess she, I don't know. Recently, I saw another article too of how some lady's like, "Oh, this mountain's open. I'm gonna go take a selfie," and she fell off the mountain taking a selfie. But anyways,
Fail.
Yellowstone, this lady gets out of her car. She's walking. She's within 25 feet of this buffalo bison, and it attacked her.
You're not
Lily.
supposed to get out of your car.
Yeah, stay in your car. Do you see that thing? Like
Video after video. You got to, at this point, you have to know that someone is videotaping your dumb ass walking up to these
I
huge
guess you
animals
just saw- it's like,
because
oh,
they
that
know what's
bison's
going to
far
happen.
enough away.
You're about to go viral.
Yeah. Matt Jacobsmeyer says, if Boomer found the Stanley Cup sitting on the side of the road, would he turn it in?
ooh.
Shit.
I would definitely take a selfie with it and a picture and post it on Facebook. Well, then I'd be busted, so I guess I would turn it in.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this. This is what I would do.
I would accidentally pee in it.
This is what I would do.
First of all,
It's something. That's the first bowl I saw.
First of all, that's disrespectful. I'm disrespected by that answer.
Greatest trophy. Of
Okay.
all
You don't think it's been way worse done to that
Hey,
thing?
Probably.
If
I can only
I
imagine.
if I had the Stanley Cup or found it on the side of the road, Matt Jacobsmeyer, I would spend my one day that I'm granted with it.
Right. Yes, I would.
Hey, drive it around.
I
Put
would
the
take
seatbelt
it
on
around to the
Seatbelt.
casino, other places, and like hang out with it and stuff, and do like what the players do when they win it. But I will not hoist it above my head because you have to win it to do that.
Hey,
So
I would
just-
tell people it's
tradition.
not real too.
I would just be the keeper of the cup for one day and just be like, yeah, this is
The
my
day
day
you
with
find the
cup.
Stanley Cup on the side of the road is the probably last day of this pandemic.
I'll
so.
put a body cam.
Sorry to all you
Hey.
professional sports.
I'll
leagues
put a
out there.
body
We're done.
cam on me and the Stanley Cup, and then we'll put it up. It'll be a 24-hour.
What I would do is
what
I
I
would
did with the
seriously
cup.
tell people it was fake. I'd be like, no, this is not the real Stanley Cup. That's just something I have. Just so
Make
people would leave me
replicas
alone.
of anything.
I mean,
Just so people would
I
leave
say
me
this is
alone.
the real deal. You guys should come look at this.
You wouldn't
thing.
be able to hang out with it then.
What do you mean? I'd be
What
able
do
to
you
hang
mean
out with it with everyone.
You just want to hang out with everyone else.
I would go get hammer stencils from
I'm a
work.
people
The
person.
first
That's
thing I
cool.
would do
I
would go up the
respect
street,
that.
up Broadway to Heritage Exposition. I'd grab my hammer stencils and I would etch
your
Nick
name.
Heath
right on
into
there.
that thing, and I would be on the cup.
That's awesome.
Legendary.
Hey, real quick,
Only
just
way
to,
I'm getting on there.
just to touch back base, we have an Instagram page now. We have our group on Facebook.
Dude.
Please join the group on Facebook if you haven't. It's the easiest way to get
Share.
notified whenever we when we go live. Also, we're doing a giveaway tonight. If you share the video, we're going to do a random drawing for everybody that has shared it, and they will get an Antonino's pizza.
That's
and then I'm
correct.
also throwing in some toasted ravioli with it as
Yeah.
well too.
Oh, the deal just
So-
got sweeter.
St. Louis.
We're trying to
So
have some
good.
fun with it. If you guys definitely have heard of Antonino's, we're doing a pizza and toasted ravioli giveaway. So definitely share the video if you can. We would much appreciate it, and we'll pick out a winner and let you guys know for our next show.
And like we said, if it's those people from in Egypt
Yeah.
sharing this,
If it has to
it's
go
going to
to-
be challenging.
That
We're
would
gonna
be
try.
Germany,
that would be a
Egypt.
story that we would probably cover because a news story news would cover that.
We're
that
gonna
we
bring
would
this
Quality
cover.
of the pizza
Hey,
by the time it
if it's
got
you,
here might be questionable.
share this.
but-
That'd be interesting. Yeah, share it
might-
out, guys. If
you
you're
might
interested
win.
in getting a local
Head to
pizza
Egypt.
and
Yeah.
some toasted
For you.
raviolis. And like I said, we will ship to Germany, Egypt, Colombia.
Yeah, I will personally bring it to you.
Oh my gosh,
So-
that would be one hell of a story.
So hey, let me ask you this: there's Gio.
Should I have
What's
said
his
that?
name? Gio.
Okay, George Hotz. He
George
goes by the
Hotz.
name
He
Gio
goes by
Hotz.
Gio.
So check this out. This kid probably in what I was 24 years old. So you're talking 13 years ago. He was the first
Oh,
person.
hey, sorry, real quick. There's some concern that we might not have sanitized the pizza or the toasted raviolis before we send them out. And yes, Jeff Rickerman, we will make sure that they are
Wait a
sanitized
minute. Yeah.
before we send
This
them out.
hasn't even been. We haven't
I
made
forgot.
this pizza yet.
I forgot we're in the time
No,
of
no.
we're in the time of
Oh,
COVID.
this
We
will
are,
be
we are.
wrapped,
We are.
sanitized.
Except
to
for the middle
to the
piece will be
extremes.
gone.
And don't worry, we all showered
mean?
when we got here. We all showered when we got
gotta
here
watch
today.
Mark.
And then also, Matt Jacobsmeyer says that if you look up in the history of it, he does believe that the Stanley Cup was left on the side of the road before, so it could happen.
Oh, yeah, it's been peed in too, so don't see me peeing it
What?
off.
You said
just
you
'cause I
wanted
gotta
to-
pee.
Look, here's the thing. It's not the
If it's
fact
on the
that
side of the road,
it's not the fact that you said that you peed in it. It's just the fact that that's the first thing that came to your mind. Just
Not
randomly
hugging
peed
it.
I was
got
going to
the-
use it as a
I got
toilet.
I
Fill it
got
up.
light bladder.
Like, sweet, it's the greatest trophy
know what I
in
would do.
sports history.
I would
I'm
roll
gonna
down
pee
a
on
hill
it.
with it. I would
Light
roll down a
bladder.
hill with it.
I think mostly I'm angry about it that it took so long to get here. So now I'll piss on you. I don't care.
Oh my
Did take a
goodness.
long time
So
to
sorry.
get
Hey.
here.
Oh yeah,
the-
yeah.
Gio,
so check
sorry.
this out. There's a kid named George Hotz. This kid is a brilliant kid. I don't want to branch off too much. I want to stay on topic here. But
He was the first one to.
he was the first person to unlock an iPhone. And then I don't know what
Smart
famous
fella.
person bought it, but he bought it the first 3G iPhone that was unlocked that you could put City on and third-party apps and stuff. And he sold it for 10 grand. But anyway, this kid was he got blocked by the what's the transportation association like the
We're just gonna say some organization we don't know
it's like the
acronym
Highway
for.
If
Transportation
anyone knows, they can
Association.
tell us.
Yeah,
what
go
that
ahead.
So anyways,
comment.
We don't
this,
know.
this kid developed an AI to like drive cars automatically, and they put a shutdown to him. So what he did was he released this information free to the public, and some kid took this software for actual auto driving cars, put it in Grand Theft Auto 5, and now you can have Grand Theft Auto 5 cars drive automatically.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious.
So he actually integrated it. Like, is it a mod that
It's
he
a
put
mod,
into the
yes,
game? So
correct.
instead of him having to get into a game and drive across, like you literally
Yeah.
in the game have to actually
Yeah.
drive around the city and stuff. But he has it to where it just takes him where he needs to go and just avoid stuff.
Craziest thing. Yeah.
Oh man, what's next? What's next to this? Like,
By the way,
Yes,
hey,
Elon
can I say
Musk,
one more
I
thing
don't
about him real quick?
What's that?
So George Hotz also was the first person to jailbreak the PlayStation, and Sony sued him because and what it all boiled down to be was Sony was like, hey, you might have bought that PlayStation, but guess what? You don't own it because intellectual rights of the hardware and software that's in it. So this kid's really famous. He's a really cool kid, young kid. He's amazing. Shout out to George Hotz.
Hey,
Geo
You say
Hotz.
he's 24 years old.
really,
I was
quickly-
24 when it came out, so he's younger than me. So he's probably not even 30 yet.
Hey, really quickly, just we have Jeff Womack is asking a question out there, Mark. He says he missed the last time that we talked about who the captain of the Blues would be if Pietrangelo ends up leaving. We'll touch on it really quickly.
It should be.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
There's not a question.
Yeah.
It's Ryan O'Reilly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
So-
even think anyone would even consider
Yeah.
O'Reilly.
I'll touch on that every
Yeah.
show if you guys
We're
want to.
gonna
Right.
get we're
I
gonna
will
get into
reiterate
We're not
that
talking about the cup
every
no more,
day.
Nick.
we're gonna actually get into
He closed his eyes at me.
we're gonna actually get into the sports side.
He's like,
Hey guys, we're gonna get into the sports side. I think in like 20 minutes. So if
Yeah.
you're watching, I would say definitely tune in because we're gonna go over some of those topics actually later
Yeah.
on as well.
Yeah.
So
you know what's coming.
if you haven't tuned in again, remember go and share the page if you want to win an Antonino's Pizza. Instagram page is up and our Facebook group is up. So we would love the shares, likes, and whatnot if you want to win local eats.
spread the love.
But Nick, speaking of local eats and food, like Guy Fieri is one of your like favorite
Gosh,
people.
dong.
You just love that guy.
Gosh darn it.
I like that
Doggone
guy,
it.
too.
God
Who doesn't
dog
love
it.
Guy Fieri?
I
He doesn't
like
love
Dag it.
going down to Flavortown every once in a while.
Going down to Flavor Town.
You know what I mean?
Come on, Dad.
Guy's a legend. And he doesn't really need a shout out, but when you do something like this, it calls for a shout out. This is a couple weeks old now too, but Guy Fieri raised over 20 million is just estimate. He raised over $20 million just for the restaurant workers, for the hospitality workers, for all the people out there in the restaurant industry that he supports and he's always supported.
Very cool.
And he's been a hell of
That
a
is cool.
guy.
That is.
And he does it, dude. The Restaurant Employee Relief Fund, man, he donated, raised over $20 million
Wow.
Dude, I mean,
for that.
besides, speaking of like the food side of things as well too, there's like a big stink right now or a fight because of the delivery services.
Yeah.
It's another story that I saw today, which is, a lot of people don't really understand this. I don't think it's more of a you don't understand that when you order from Postmates or Grubhub or Uber Eats or any of these companies, they're obviously a delivery service and they work with the restaurants And it's for some of these restaurants, it might be the only way for them to get themselves out there a little bit because they don't have delivery.
Let me
drivers.
throw this out there real quick. How many people that are watching right now? Because we've got around 27 to 30 people.
Poll question.
How many of you guys have used one of those services before? Uber Eats or anything like that? Let us know in the comments section because this is a good topic. But sorry to interrupt.
I feel
you, Nick,
like in these
but go on.
times of COVID and the times of not people freaking out and restaurants just needing help, like everyone's probably used it at this point.
Right.
You know, all these services. Well, what you don't maybe understand is that Grubhub and Uber Eats and all these delivery apps charge these restaurants 30%, upwards of 30% per order, which
Which
is
was probably good at first, but
Well, let's ask a question though. So like they don't just do it, right? They sign up for the service.
You know
because you don't
what's
want to
happening.
be the business that's missing out on the delivery side.
And I guess
right?
if it's just a kind of a slow thing trying to keep you afloat.
Yep.
But if it takes off more, well then guess what? Those companies are going to make more off you. You're going to be selling more product. 30% turns into a nice chunk of change. You got to think
that
about
ends
it.
up being a lot of money.
That's almost
lots.
Right.
It's close to 50%.
Right.
If you're
Right.
going by quarters here. So
let's look at it this way. So far we've got Jimmy Tracy says he's used it. Jeff Rickerman's used it. My friend Mary's used it.
look,
Will
I have
Higgins,
kids.
Will
I have
Higgins
children
says,
who
"What's
have
up?"
used it.
Right.
Hey, Will
It's-
Higgins is actually live with us right now. Will, thank you so much for
Will.
donating the pizza for the giveaway,
Awesome,
man.
Will.
And,
Thank you.
And don't forget, like we said, please share the video if you guys want to get in on the pizza giveaway.
Please.
So yeah, man.
So I just want to call attention to that, and still do it because a lot of these places need help. Maybe a 30% loss on an order is better than a 100% loss if you're shut down.
Well, how about this? I got a question for you. So let's say that someone that hasn't eaten at Antonino's, for instance, and they see it on Grubhub and they place an order for $30 and they take 30%, right? Was it $9?
Grubhub does.
Something around there.
So what is it smart for a business to pay that $9 to get the food on someone's table that has never eaten it?
That's a positive way to look at it.
That is a
I
positive
think.
way to look at it because
But-
then you're expecting revenue because they're coming into the door and eating potentially in your establishment or eating outside of
That
the
makes
fact
a
that
lot
they're
of
going to have
And
somebody deliver it to you.
another positive angle too is that also like, whoa, wait a minute, why don't we just hire someone like you're saying to deliver the food instead of having to use a
have your own
third
delivery.
party?
But let me
So
let
it's
me
opening
throw
up
this
a
out.
niche,
100% come to you.
it's opening up a niche market that's going to be a niche market that's going to be pulled back.
But here's the thing, though. Like, how many people do you really think go off the cuff whenever they're ordering food and getting it delivered to their house?
I'd say about 7-8%.
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't think people are really using it to get other menu items or like to advertise business. It's almost like if you know about it, you're going to do it.
And
Well, I'm
it's-
just
if-
saying in general, would you be willing your business to pay $9 to get your food on someone else's table that has never been on that table before?
It could also open a lot of delivery jobs up for these guys out here
Yep.
too, for people who just want to hire
Yeah,
delivery drivers.
double-edged
Hire
sword,
5 more
catch
delivery
22.
drivers.
It could be a bad
right.
thing.
It
Plus,
could
what
be
if you have
good, it
hey,
could
how
be
about
bad.
this? What if you have a bad experience with that food because of Grubhub? That's why they're really mad about it.
Right.
That's why.
It's not their
Right.
fault.
Because
it's
now
not,
they're
but
not.
it is.
Now they're not
because
representing.
the
now it
bad
is
taste in your
because-
mouth is literally from the restaurant you ordered from, not Grubhub.
So it's a sticky situation to say the least. I'd say
Sticky wicket.
And I don't really. I understand both sides.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is. They're taking 30% of each order from these businesses every time you order them, and like I said, it's better than
I
nothing.
mean,
They could be.
Is there
getting
is there
I
a
don't know.
purpose? Is there a good to it? Yes, but I
Do you
think what
feel like-
is happening is that more people are just getting to the point. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw this out there. When you need it and you're in a pinch and you need to get it delivered to you, it's one thing. But when you're sitting there and you can clearly go get it
get it.
yourself and
Yeah.
you don't,
Maybe that's
that's
forcing
where
you to
that's
get off
where
your ass a little bit.
that's where these companies are having to put themselves out there potentially on these services to get known, and then now it's getting abused because people just use it because they
don't
want
wanna
to
get
get they don't want to leave their house.
I
think
might
so-
have done that.
Or the
at beginning.
spoiled kids who have mom and dad's credit card and they're
You
like,
got
yeah,
it.
whatever.
That's
yeah.
it. Social distancing. I mean, like it was before this. Like they don't want to. Online ordering. You don't have to communicate with a single
Yeah.
person.
Right.
It's like the self
You know,
checkout.
at the very
I mean,
beginning,
I
think
did pay
was
Here's my
24.
pizza. I talked to nobody. Here's a
Timid
tip.
and-
Hi, bye. That's all people like.
And,
was that, Mark?
and maybe at the beginning, I was a little whatever. I'll just get it delivered. I'll do it that way. And I think I've gotten just more comfortable, and I'll just go get it.
When you save money, I paid $25 for a dozen donuts from some donut place one time, and Tony Bain actually showed up. It was so funny. But anyways, I paid $25 for a dozen donuts to be delivered. It was retarded.
I think my brother paid like $12 to get Cracker Barrel one morning. I'm like,
Yeah, probably.
Goofball.
And that's the thing. That's what keeps these places running. So
Let's see what we got here in the chat real quick. We've got Will saying, "What's up?" Just popping in. He's still at work, hard at work, making that food, guys.
Yeah.
thank you.
So, and I haven't had one of those pizzas, so I shared it. Maybe I
They
get
have
picked.
amazing food.
Maybe I get picked.
Everything from Antonino's. Is
Jeff Womack says he's used it. Zach Pravasnik, thanks for tuning in, says Uber Eats has a rewards program. You end up getting money off more food or even an Uber ride. So
Wow.
they're tying it in with their other service, which is a marketing
don't go.
genius.
Good
Works
idea.
for Uber.
Right.
Hey, don't
Doesn't
leave.
really work for these restaurants.
But once again,
Don't leave.
they're now making the service easier to obtain, and that's what I think is hurting some of these businesses.
yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know about you guys. You've had people go and pick your food up, bring it to you. I know that pizza delivery guys have done that as a norm.
Yeah.
But like I don't.
But
I'm
they
not
work
real-
for the company.
I'm not like comfortable with like just random people picking up my food and bringing it to me.
Nope.
Let us know what you guys think about it in the chat. If you have the slightest like uneasy feeling when you have someone else bringing your own food.
Yeah, it's, there's someone else
let's
handling your
face it,
food
the-
in between you
In
and your
between
food.
someone else, in between like
In
and the
between
guy
and
that
the- one of
usually
the
drops the
delivery
food off isn't maybe the most appealing guy that you want to eat food from after you get it. At least from what I've seen.
Hey, Jeremy Lath has a great
guy. Not to
question
judge
for
a
you.
book by its cover.
Yeah.
He says, "Did you wear that Sharks jersey? Because a year ago today, the Blues beat the Sharks to advance to the final."
Yes,
Maybe.
he did.
We're gonna go with
great
we're gonna
reference,
go with
Mark.
you didn't, but thank you for calling that out, Jeremy.
Maybe I
and,
did, and maybe I did.
You'll never know.
ooh. So but yeah, no, good call out there for sure. Let's
Wait,
see.
explain what was that again? This is the day of what? What happened?
or
When
We eliminated the Sharks to go to the Stanley Cup
Okay.
final.
So
Last
Yeah, I saw a
this was
picture
last
of the Maroons hugging. It was from last year.
yeah, that was
on
right as they
Facebook earlier.
advanced on.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really good photo too.
And
on
Justin
Facebook.
Maroon said, "This is like the winning the toy out of the claw machine." I think I quote him correctly.
Justin, love you, bro.
Nick says when he would use one of the delivery services, the meal that he would normally get from McDonald's usually would cost around $16 with fees. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not about it, dude.
No.
I'm
I
not
mean, a
about it.
$9 chicken nugget.
Honestly, I can't do somebody else picking up my food. I'm really particular about just. I mean,
Right.
it's weird if I go through a drive-through. I feel like I can actually like look through and like see who's making. I feel like that weird dude's like
Right.
spitting on my stuff.
I cook a lot, so I really can't relate.
It's not
so
that
much.
bad.
A
I'm
lot of the
over-exaggerating
local
it.
restaurants you're going to have to go to because they don't have delivery drivers.
Right.
Or some of them don't.
But they're going to now.
So they might. But
might.
some of them are good enough to where they don't have to do that. I'll drive to Blue City Deli every day of the week to go get their food.
Yeah.
It won't bother me at all.
Jeff Womack says all of them suck. He goes, they can never find the place I'm at. He goes, and continuously get orders wrong. He goes, he stopped using them a little bit ago.
There you go.
That's interesting.
Really, that's
Well, hey, a question for you. You always talk about music. We haven't really plugged your music, man. I feel like we need to
look
brighten
forward
some
to that
people's
too, by the
days
way.
with some of this live streams you got.
I do. Guess what, guys? I got you nightly live streams. I've lined up a couple things for you guys, believe it or not. I hope you guys remember the other night when I talked to you about a really great jam band. They're named Talk.
Talk
Tauk. You can't forget that. They had a nice thing going on the other night when I mentioned them. But tomorrow night, from the Ardmore Music Hall Facebook page, they're going to stream this live. They're going to have a show from February 2nd.
Your voice just cracked, Nick?
I just heard that.
Did your voice just crack?
That wasn't me.
He just hit puberty.
New rule on the show. Every time Nick
He's like,
does that,
he
we're gonna
growled at us,
literally-
too.
we're going to point it out.
He's crackling and growling.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it is what it is.
it's when they have
What's
the
your
beer-
whistle,
is the
man?
beer
Get,
good?
get you a drink
Beer
of that
good?
City Whack.
It's really amazing.
It's rich.
I'm sorry,
Look,
Nick.
this
I didn't
gets
mean
me
to stifle
dude,
you.
I'm not gonna lie. Like music gets me amped up. I will crack in the voice.
Do you get
I just did it again.
Do you get goosebumps when you listen to music, Nick? Did you know that's a rare thing for people?
Well, every time I go
I do
to a live concert, every time I see music live, I get goosebumps. Every time I hear a
I'm
new
always
album
singing
from a
music.
band I love, like
That's a rare thing too. You know that, right?
I have to chew gum because I click my teeth to beats in my head all day.
Do you count
Sounds
stairs?
crazy.
Do you count stairs too?
Is it an OCD? Is it? It's not OCD.
But I'm saying, do you count stairs?
no, I don't go
I
that
do.
far.
Just
Well,
a
I mean,
form of that.
I
But
do.
It's not.
I just feel like I always have timing in my head. That's why I love to play drums.
I mean,
It's
he's
like,
a drummer.
I got to get it out
Oh,
on the
well,
drum
there you
kit.
go. That's why.
I
yeah.
get it out on the kit.
Oh, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, how
It's
do you
just
think
always
we're
in my
holding
mind.
up these webcams, guys?
these are drum mics.
These
These
are
are
for-
drum stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are normally holding my cymbals.
But
and
today,
But tonight-
they're
Not
holding
tonight.
webcams.
Tonight.
webcams.
So
So they're multi-purpose. But I'd really love to tell you guys about go to the Ardmore Music Hall Facebook page tomorrow and just stream it live. Talk a whole talk. It's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. I also have to
How do you spell that?
CENTRAL. 5 p.m.
Elemental P.
8 p.m.
Hold on.
Are you going to the mall later?
Are you going to the mall?
ROC. No, how do you spell it? Oh.
I did also tune into some.
The Ardmore. ARDMORE.
There it is. You put them
The
on the spot.
AMF. You did. I didn't know. I had a lot of words to spell in front of me, and I just picked a couple, and they were all wrong. So.
You know, I got to throw this out there too. I really dig that Galactic song with Juvenile, From the Corner to the Block.
Oh, dude. I sent
Like
you that a long time ago.
Brasses. No, I sent it to you. But
You
it's
sent it to me? Oh, well, then he sent it to you.
Yeah, he showed me. I showed
I
you.
think I sent it to him. Did he?
I mean, you know, I really wish. I just wish we could play these songs for you guys, but you just have to trust in our
Let's be
musical
serious.
knowledge.
It's 2020. I mean, if you don't have a music service of some sort, because
You don't have
if,
Spotify.
If you have
Sorry.
Amazon Prime, you have Amazon Music, right?
You do.
Correct.
So I mean,
everyone has YouTube.
yeah, YouTube's out there. I
Everybody
use Spotify.
has
I have people
Pandora.
that are on Apple Music. I mean, so there's a lot of things that are out there, guys. If you really are into
I
music
don't
and you
expect
don't
everyone
have,
to know all these bands that I
Yeah.
bring up
If
at
you-
all.
No.
But these are my suggestions to you.
Because at
and
one
I
point
know-
you didn't know about him.
Absolutely. You have to find out somewhere. And then one place where it was just such a great outlet to find new music has always been Sirius XM Radio.
There you go.
I've been a
Yep.
member of Sirius XM Radio since day one. Since
you had to get on that
literally day
Howard
one.
Stern show. To,
Well,
And I just
yeah.
followed
What's
Howard
cool
there
about
in the beginning, but I learned about so much music.
Because they put the album name and title and artist, all that stuff in the stream as you're watching.
So
like,
you're
They
like,
do,
who
You
is
find
it?
out
Which
about
is
it.
cool.
And Jam On, man, like Jam On. If you're a jam band fan, Jam On's been around for 15 to 20 years now. Sirius Satellite Radio has been around since 2006, which is not 20, but it's
yeah,
15, 14,
It is
15,
what it
something
is.
like that. I don't know.
carry the one and
But that's where I found out about all this music 15, 20 years ago, and the fact that these bands have just exploded and became what they are now is amazing. And that brings me to one really awesome.
They get out.
thing.
They get outside of just music, right? And then now you got people that are venturing into like food ventures, right? Is it Questlove that you were telling me about?
Well, the old boy Questlove, he's going to host a potluck Food Network special.
amazing.
Believe it or not. And I just got word of this, which sounds
For
amazing.
those of you who don't know who Questlove is,
he's the drummer from the Roots.
and he also is on the
Sick drummer.
Jimmy Fallon show.
Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is.
The Roots
He's a
are the
drummer.
house
Yep.
band.
They are the
for
house
Jimmy
band
Fallon
for Jimmy
show.
Fallon.
So he's putting on a Questlove potluck on May 28th, which this is, I guess, next Thursday. Which record it because we will still be here. You're not going to want to miss this. But Questlove's putting potluck on, raising all money for the America Food Fund. It's an organization that addresses the issue of food access in the United States. Obviously, that's taken just the most extreme hit right now. So anyway, you want to see some good people come out? He's got his whole Roots crew: Tariq, Black Thought, Tiffany Haddish, Hannibal Buress will be there, Keenan
I
Thompson
love
from
Hannibal
SNL,
Buress. Hannibal Buress. is
Olivia
great.
Wilde, Bun B,
Oh, yeah.
Wild.
True.
not to mention Zoe Deschanel,
Ooh.
Eva Longoria, and George Lopez. Not to mention more. Like it's gonna just be a whole potluck. I think they're gonna do. It's going to be a comedy show. It's going to be a variety show,
What,
basically
Leo?
on the Food Network.
I got so.
I mean, yeah, you see it.
I put a link. I put a
DiCaprio.
link in the comics, by the way, guys.
Please, that's
Did you
awesome.
did you have another band or anyone that you were trying to call out for any of those live casts?
I did. I had a bunch, but
Go ahead. No, I wasn't trying to cut
No,
you off.
no.
I was just,
no.
no, because I had another music thing I wanted to bring up too. So I do want to hear about it. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had that quest
no,
thing. On my
I love food and I love music. So when I can combine the two, then that's a great story. That's one thing I really have.
Like, sounds like a good date, Nick.
I'm cheap. It's fine. But
Grilled cheese and nugs.net.
you know it. And actually, that's just gonna lead me into 3nugs.tv's live streams. Friday Night Cheese. You can't forget about it. If you're not even a jam music fan, if you're just a fan of music, any type of music, you love string cheeses. I don't care if you say
I
you
like
don't.
string cheese.
You don't even know it. You
love
might have
string
never
cheese.
even heard of them. You like them. Mark, you never heard.
I like Search. I like that kind of like island sound that Search
they
has.
hit, and it's so eclectic. The mix, there's no way you can't turn this on. It starts at 7 p.m. You go on nugs.tv. You stream string cheese, Friday Night Cheese. It happens every Friday night. I try to tell you guys as many times as I can, just because it's so much fun. My girlfriend's not even a huge jam band fan. She's like, keep playing that. Like she digs it. You can't not dig it. It's so much fun.
Link in the comments, guys.
Link in the comments. Nugs.tv, another. Then their Saturday night feed is just the Dead and Company. Like one more Saturday night, they call it. Every Saturday night. Dead and Company stream. This week it's from New Year's Eve 2019 in San Francisco, California. And who doesn't want to relive the glory days of back when 5 months ago when we could actually go see live music and enjoy ourselves on New Year's Eve and be shoulder to shoulder with each other and sweat on each other and talk
hug.
to each other without face masks. And
So you turned
Relive that
on Mark to Pigeons playing
love
ping
it.
pong.
It's very good. Yeah, I actually added them on our Instagram too.
That's awesome.
Just to see who they were, because
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Good.
So
They deserve all the
cool.
credit. They're blowing up on the scene, and everyone's really starting to know about them now. So they deserve all the credit. They're so much fun. You guys can't not dig that. Actually, I want to shout out to my shirt tonight. My shirt of the night. Deitch Beats. Those things don't quit. That goes out to Lettuce. This is the drummer from Lettuce, another band I shouted out last night. And you just got to go to relics.com and search for them. Saturday night, they're putting on a thing for $9.99. It costs, but you got to realize that it would be a concert.
right.
Yeah,
in normal
support
time.
support artists, you know.
So $10 is a very small amount to ask for things that happen like this. That was really the only information I could find about it. I just want to shout them out because you got to check out relics.com. Search for the Lettuce stream on Friday, $9.99. You'll find it. You know what I'm talking about. One last thing I got to shout out for all you spread heads out there. Widespread Panic. I know you guys, you know all about everything. But I'm not knocking you. I love you guys. And Sunday, they got Widespread Panic. Never miss a Sunday show. As always, it's an archived show. This one's from Athens, Georgia. It's a free thing.
What's it
Stream
on?
it all night. It's on nugs.tv.
Boom.
You can find all these streams on nugs.tv or these bands' personal Facebook
Yeah.
pages. And look,
Go into the chat real quick. Jeff Rickerman was still bringing up what we talked about, the concert starting tonight at the mall. And then also you can stay in your car and hear it on the radio for like the drive-in ones as well.
yeah, you can tune into
So
the
that's
radio.
pretty cool.
The drive-in. I got to let you know. Kyle. Last night I did purchase my
Dude.
ticket to see Mark Rebellier.
Mark
in
Rebellier would be,
Kansas
He is
City,
amazing.
Cool. That would be cool.
Missouri on June 16th. I'll be
I'm
going
jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
there. Dude, I'm
So
so pumped. I had to get that.
here's one thing we talked about too in the music thing last week, I believe. Did we talk about that Nelly Ludacris battle?
Yeah.
So did you hear that the new matchup that they're talking about doing now?
Who?
It's supposed to be Eminem and DMX.
What?
Rumor.
Well, they both have a nice catalog, so I
Dude,
can
just-
see that.
If that goes off for charity, you guys need to watch that. That's going to be insane.
Does DMX just not show up for anything though? Usually,
No, he'll show
I'll
up.
show up for
He'll
that.
show up for that.
you'd think he would.
He's
right?
known as one of the
probably got- he
greatest
needs
battles.
money.
I mean, Eminem, come on, like.
Yeah.
Thank
But,
God he didn't say
wow.
Nick Cannon and Eminem.
Right.
I'd have been like, oh, because name one Nick Cannon song.
Crickets.
He's gonna call out Eminem hilarious.
Cricket's button.
Yeah, do you have a cricket button?
Cue
Name
that one
one
more
Nick
time.
Cannon.
Oh,
song.
wait. Name one Nick Cannon song.
Oh,
Kind of proud. I don't
Did you
know.
hold on? Did you? No. None.
None.
Oh,
Nothing there.
None.
None.
all that.
So, hey, you know what? It's there's some news that was out that we didn't talk about, but somebody brought up Fuller House, I believe it was, or something on our last episode. There's always
Aunt
some
Becky.
sort of news, right? We got Aunt Becky in the
Becky.
news again.
What'd she do
Doggone
this
it.
time?
What would Jesse have done if this was really in the Full House?
Oh, Jesse would have never hopped on that bus. He'd have kept going. He'd have kept skydiving or whatever he did during that.
With his hair.
He had to get bused to the. He
What
had to
if
get
this-
bused to the wedding.
What if this was a TV
all
world,
know what
and
I'm
what
talking
if
about.
Jesse had to deal with the fact that Aunt Becky did that for the twins in real life?
Ooh, that's a
Paid
sacrifice.
them into school, man.
Damn.
I don't think Jesse Spano will play with that.
And wasn't one of the
that's
sponsors?
Well, that's the girl from Jesse
That's the
Spano.
girl
Oh, wait.
from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
I knew that was
I don't
on.
think she'd have anything to
What
say
is
about
I
it,
mean,
this,
Stopulus?
Saved by the
Stopulus
Bell.
or something like
but yeah,
that.
Jesse Katsopoulos
Stopulus. There you go.
I'm sorry.
would definitely. Aunt Becky, I don't know. You might be booted to the curb. Nikki
Was it-
Alex might not have a mom for a while.
Was it one of the scholarships for like a rowing team or something? And
Yeah.
they had to like
Oh,
make
yeah.
fake pictures of her daughter
Oh,
rowing
yeah.
or something.
Oh, it was a
Scholarship
full-
for rowing.
Yeah. What?
Literally, this girl's her kid's an Instagram model.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's already a professional picture taker.
Oh,
So
God.
yeah,
Hey.
they paid $500,000 to just have a fraud. It's just fraudulent from the beginning, and I guess Aunt Becky realized there's really no more I can say. I just have to go to jail for a little bit.
Yeah.
This
2 months in federal prison.
is white
So-
privilege at its extreme.
I mean, it's upsetting. It's disgusting.
so upsetting.
It's disgusting. And you know what else is disgusting?
Can't really argue it.
The clip that we chose for
Bone
Nick to watch
Come on.
tonight.
Shit, I
And he
forgot about
calls
that.
out the
Okay.
name Nick.
So here's the deal. There's this clip. Mark
So I
sent
pull
it to
this.
me.
Is this on? Can I
Hold
get
on a
this on my
second. Hold on a
You
second.
could put that.
Mark
up.
sends me over a
think you
clip
have
and
to.
he says, "Hey, you've got to see this. It's one of the most gruesome." Mark's into horror movies for
I am.
everybody that has not tuned into shows. So he ends up sending over this thing. Well, it just so happens that this guy that gets brutally just absolutely
Just so happens I already had to watch Tusk this week.
So we're gonna get a reaction video as we
pushing
actually
that door
go over
farther
some
open.
reviews. So go ahead and take that, Nick.
Here you go.
I gotta watch
And
it
just-
by
yes.
myself.
Yeah, you gotta
without
watch
you
it.
guys.
I mean,
We
we
can do it
watch-
here.
We can
No.
put it up here.
No. No, we're not gonna
This
do
is
that.
how long?
'Cause I want there
3
to be.
minutes.
I want there to be
you
a
want
little bit
the
of audio.
audio?
This is 3 minutes.
The audio doesn't
Just turn
do
it down
justice.
just a little bit.
You could actually probably
You
go
could
to.
skim it to about a minute
Let me
and a
see.
half.
Let me get you. Here, let me get
Yeah, let's
you
get you to the.
Give me the
Let's
meat
get
and
into the-
potatoes
the
of this
meat
thing
and
because I
potatoes.
don't really want
Get into where he tells them where he wants everything to go, and then we kind of know.
Oh my god!
So
it sounds horrible
let
already.
me
right
set
where he
this up.
starts the with the top.
Give me a second here, guys. So let me start this off. It's a chosen clip that was from a horror movie that Mark sent over that has got just a gruesome scene in it, and all of us, me, Boomer, and Mark, have watched it. And
And next to snakes,
I
in real,
cringe.
and next to snakes in real life, this is like my next. Like
Yeah.
I don't mess.
so
with it.
this is going to be, and we want
And
you
if they
guys
cringed, I don't know what
to see his
Okay.
reaction.
Got
Right.
it down to 58 seconds, buddy.
Just leave the volume down a little bit. Here,
I got it down because I had the stream on.
yeah, go ahead.
This is what I deserve
we
for
go.
the jelly
This
bean
is it.
incident.
Here we go, guys.
This is because he
Can we get a
made
cool
us eat
sound effect going on right now?
So
Super,
press
super
play, and
hot.
I might have to turn this
like
down.
Benny
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Keep watching.
Go ahead, just keep watching that. So while he's watching that, though, let's just bring up a couple of things. I'm going to bring up some TV recommendations
Yeah.
because I think that.
I'm staring at him
Hey,
in the face.
Hey,
so
don't
hard.
stare at him. Don't make him lose his thing. We got a camera on him. I mean, he's live right now on Facebook to whoever's watching. So I want them to see his reaction to Bone Tomahawk.
You haven't seen
gruesome
anything yet.
scream. Okay.
You're halfway through.
Reaction to what's going on. Okay. But going into some TV and movie recommendations.
Dude, don't cover your eyes. Come on.
Doing,
Come on. It's not even real.
oh,
It's not even real.
oh,
Watch it.
it's a happy ending.
no!
The link will not be in the comments.
It is a happy ending.
Oh my god! Oh my!
If anyone's wondering, I did buy it after that.
Yes.
I
Watching.
saw that, the Blu-ray.
So I
Kurt-
did buy the movie.
Kurt Russell is in it.
Kurt Russell's in it.
Kurt Russell's
Patrick
in it.
Wilson's in it.
Are you
It's pretty
done?
good.
Hey, you're
Are
welcome.
you crying?
All right.
Hey,
For those of
You
you,
saw that
good
and
luck
then you
sleeping.
said, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy this."
good luck sleeping tonight.
okay, you guys have to check it out. If you're into just brutal, just disgusting, like gory movies, horror movies,
It's a Western
it's
horror.
a Western horror.
You've never seen
that
anything
together.
like that.
Bone Tomahawk.
You've never
Bone.
seen anything.
It's on
like
Amazon
that.
Prime too. If you can watch it for free.
And I deserve that for the jelly bean incident, and we're all even now. So let's stop this crap.
I missed the jelly bean thing. What happened?
Dude.
You brought some like root beer jelly beans.
It was
What
like
was
one
Oh,
through
way
five.
worse.
Oh, it wasn't that.
Ghost
was it?
pepper. It was
Ghost pepper.
Carolina Reaper. It was habanero.
It was not cool.
Yeah.
See,
It was
I'd be down to
disgusting.
try that, but
Hey, was
three.
was that show on Netflix or anything or Bone Tomahawk?
It's
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime for
watch
those of
it
you
on
that do want to
there.
watch it. We
Shame on
did.
Amazon
Anyone was
Prime
getting creeped out.
putting that out to any kid.
You know, it's a 91
Their
on Rotten
parents.
Tomatoes, so I mean, it's actually
Jeff
pretty
Womack
good.
says no. I can't watch this
I
again.
tried to make him watch it at work today. He couldn't do it. He's like, all right, I'm done. I'm not even finishing.
Nick
It
is
is
like chilling in the cut.
It is absolute brutal. All right. So hey, quick,
I can't go on.
let's get your mind. Now that we've shocked Nick's mind, let's start off. Nick, give me a movie and a TV show recommendation that you would like to recommend for people to watch. If because there's not a whole lot of new stuff coming out, which
there's
is
not.
getting postponed because of the COVID.
Yeah, I got something about that.
But we'll talk about that in a second. But give us a TV show, give us a movie, just off the top of that. One of your favorites. Give the people something to watch, man.
Right now,
Right now, after you just watch Bone Tomahawk.
Old, new, whatever.
well, I'd choose Bone Tomahawk and Tusk.
Yeah.
All right,
Since
so
those are basically the only movies I've ever seen, because that's all I can remember in my head right now. It's brainwashing me.
Brained.
His mind has been warped.
So, for all of you people who like movies, watch
we've ruined it.
Tusk
Yeah.
and Bone Tomahawk.
I don't think he's okay. Check his temperature.
That's so awesome. So Mark,
You guys
go
are-
around the table. Give us a
messed
TV
up,
show and a movie that you think that we should watch.
I haven't really watched anything. I got on the ESPN app and I watched 30 for 30, The Magic Moment.
Okay.
I know that's going off sports related, but it is a documentary.
Okay.
It's really cool about how they somehow managed to get the lottery pick, the number one pick twice. And they got Shaquille O'Neal
What?
and Penny Hardaway on back-to-back picks. Which they had Chris Webber. They drafted him and then
Yeah.
traded him to Golden State to get 3 picks
Wow.
and Anthony Hardaway. First round picks, which is amazing.
Worked out pretty well.
Worked out pretty well. So other than that,
What was that called?
It was a 30 for 30.
that magic moment.
That
Yeah.
magic moment.
How they started the franchise.
Not Magic
how they
Mike,
got it
right?
there. No.
Okay, cool.
Not so much. Other than that, nothing. I watched that new movie with David Spade on Netflix.
Yeah,
Oh, the wrong Missy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't
know,
bad.
I
wasn't
love
bad.
it.
I
grew up.
Lauren
It grew on me.
Lapkus is really funny.
that the crazy
Her
one?
Face
Is that a
just
real name?
makes me laugh.
She's
She
super
is-
nasty.
she is
Over the
goofy.
top.
She's
Yeah,
over
she's-
the top. She's overkill. But
She's
for some reason
hilarious
it's
on
kind of
Rob
funny.
Schneider.
Her characters are hilarious on Comedy Bang Bang. If you guys listen to that, but Lauren Lapkus has always been such a. She's a hilarious comedian.
pretty
her
funny.
face,
It's
you
not
just look at her, you
bad.
can't not laugh at
So,
her
you,
face.
so you're going to give us a 30 for 30 recommendation and then the wrong Missy.
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't bad. I mean,
No.
it's worth.
It's
worth
Happy Madison,
watching, you know.
too.
Yeah,
it's got
yeah,
some
but you
people
can't
in it.
always just write it off nowadays just because it's Happy Madison.
Oh no! I mean, I
That's
support
true.
Happy Madison
Yeah.
because there's
For
been
sure.
some not
For
so
sure.
good ones on
Nick
Netflix. and
Schwartzen
you're like,
doesn't
man.
look that good.
Or
No,
he-
who did they
It
say
looks
he
like
looked
he's put on about 50 or 60 pounds.
Oh, he's
and
definitely-
his hair is thinning.
during the movie.
So I was like-
yeah, I've been watching some recent things with him, and he's actually back to eating healthy and looking
Okay.
good now.
Right.
But he
Good.
did
I
say
love Nick
that
Schwartzen,
I've never
so-
been fatter in my life.
Right.
I heard him in
He's so
interviews, he's like,
straight
yeah,
honest.
this
I'm
is-
sure he did.
He's like, this is
Because
the
he's
worst.
kind of
This
big
is
in the
worst.
Do Over, which is another one on Netflix,
Yeah.
right?
He was in the do-over, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where it's like the CIA agent
He's
or
a
something
funny,
like that.
funny dude.
He's
Boom,
awesome.
Boomer,
Goodness
give me a
gracious.
recommendation. TV show
Okay.
and or movie or
So
both, man.
I'm gonna start with a movie that we had a 7-day free trial with our Hulu, and I added it 2 days ago or something. Major Pain.
Major Pain.
Oh my god!
I
what a great
laughed
movie.
my ass off. I
What?
literally had to pick my ass up off the ground because I
What's
that
laughed
movie?
my
Let me
ass
see.
off.
What you smiling about, turd? You found a piece of candy in your pocket. That is a fantastic.
Dude,
So
that,
that was a
reminds
good
me of
one.
being at Club Middendorf back in those days. We
Oh
watched
my
Major
God.
Pain in the living room so many times.
Club Biddendorf. That's hilarious.
That
That might.
reminds me of being back at the CM, dude.
The
You can't even,
CM. Oh
can't even
man.
deny that.
There's
I
a
will
sign
tell
to
you,
prove that place
Major
existed.
Pain.
Major
Pain
Pain.
was
Great.
watched in my
Great
living
one.
room.
I
many
laughed
times.
so hard. Damon Wayans does such a good job, and he just this character. Oh man, is
turd.
unreal. Like I've seen some old movies, like Don't Be a Menace to South Central. I try to watch that, and I was like,
Yeah.
There's been some old movies, but
Some don't
that
hold
right
up.
there, I recommend. Major Pain. I
Major
mean, I'm
Pain.
guessing the
What-
demographic
what-
of who people watch this are going to know what we're talking about.
What about TV show?
TV show? Wow, that's a good question. I've watched so many in the past like 2 weeks because we're just binging out. Upload we had talked about last week.
We talked about
we had
Upload.
talked about.
Dig upload.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this out there just because my wife really got interested in aliens the other day, and we watched Fire in the Sky, which is another old movie from like 1993. But we've been watching this like cool Hangar One. I don't know if it's on Netflix or on Hulu, but this is not like a hey funny serious. It's more like a factual type of show. But if you're interested in aliens and stuff and cool like artifacts and like from around the world, Hangar One's a cool show. Yeah,
That's cool.
I don't think you guys thought that was cool.
No, I mean,
No, I mean,
if you're into it,
If
I
it's
mean,
about real life things,
Yeah, it is.
I like all of anything about real.
I mean, real life as
I'm
far
a
as you can
sci-fi
go.
guy.
the
Yeah, me
what
too.
about the
until
Fifth
Alien.
Encounter? Is that what it was with Mila Jovovich? That was
Fifth
about
Element?
the no, not the Fifth Element. It was called the what the heck was it called? It's basically has like these supposedly live videos of these people that say that they had alien contact and like weird ass shit happens in these videos. I think it's called. I'll have to look it up.
You know what else I watched last night?
research it.
Tron. Have you guys seen the new Tron?
Which one?
The new one.
I love
the
Neon
2010.
Lights, and I
it is a
haven't.
really,
I wanna-
really
I
good
wanna
movie.
check
I
it out.
recommend it.
Yeah.
really
So
like that.
Shay was saying watch Hollywood on Netflix. Absolutely, yeah. It's
Hollywood.
it's
You
supposed
should
to be
I've heard
on
that's
last
really
week.
good.
Did you guys?
I gotta
Did you
check
guys check that out yet?
I haven't,
have
but
not.
I'm going to.
I'm watching Dave with
Yeah.
you. And Dave. Watch Dave.
I've seen it all.
Watch Dave.
Yeah.
Watch Dave. Watch
I
Dave.
haven't seen it yet. I've been
You have
saving
to
it
watch Dave.
To watch
it
with
all.
me and Shay.
You
Watch
know,
it all at the right
you'll
time.
have a newfound appreciation for Little Dicky. I
Oh.
never thought I'd say my voice crack.
Voice
I never
crack.
thought I'd say that again, but that's when I get worked out. Like Little Dicky, Little Dicky, you appreciate you.
He's a genius.
That voice crack was for you, boo.
TJ says Major Pain was good, so we
Yes.
got an
Pain
agreement.
is
there.
so good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
While we're on old school movies, and I'd
Throw
like
it
to
out.
just tell you what I watched the other night with the kids.
What?
What you got?
We watched Little Giants.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a great movie.
Dude.
When they got the big snot bubble.
He popped it.
Or he's got the big thing wrapped around him
The
with his mom.
icebox.
Yeah.
You know, that's
The
really cool to
icebox.
show. That's really cool to show Malia, who's the 10-year-old. She's the best.
Yeah.
And it was really
That's
awesome to show her
awesome.
that and show her what the icebox was. She was the baddest in that.
She
was.
And they didn't pick her for the team, and she had
Oh,
to
yeah.
pick herself up from that, and she prevailed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
That's a. I mean, it
Female
stands,
good
empowerment.
movie.
That's
a movie that
awesome
stands the test of
Yeah,
time.
absolutely
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. I really like Rick.
Moranis, which made me think now we have to watch Honey, I Shrunk the
Now-
Kids.
now here's-
There's
Or
no way.
Spaceballs.
I'll throw a
Yeah.
good movie. Good movie. Anything Mel Brooks is fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, but funny story. Do you know about like the Rick Moranis story?
No.
You guys know about that?
No.
So Rick Moranis, I mean, obviously he was in what? He was in like Ghostbusters.
Honey,
he
I
was in
Shrunk
Honey,
the
I Shrunk the
Kids.
Kids. He was in all stuff. So like, there was a time where like you didn't do
Little
a movie.
Shop of Horrors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You didn't do a movie without
movie.
Rick Moranis back in like the what was it? The
Late 80s.
Late 80s, yeah.
80s,
Probably
90s.
the whole 80s.
And his wife got like extremely sick.
Yep.
And he has, I think, 2 girls or something like that. And he literally walked away from like
be a dad.
Hollywood to be a dad and take care of his wife. And dude, it's a very like humbling story. I think I watched a documentary or something like that on it before. I can't
love
remember.
documentaries.
Mr. Docs. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds amazing. I mean, honestly, just kind of like the character he portrays in his movies.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
be the actual just
Rick
good
Moranis
guy
is
he
a
is.
good dude.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Love that.
for sure.
I didn't know that. Watch that documentary. The
I'm-
Rick
I'm a-
Moranis story.
I'm
Where you
a
at? Where
huge
you at, Kyle?
fan. Movie wise, I've plugged it before, but I don't think enough people have seen it. And if you have seen it, let me know. Rock and Rolla is probably one of my favorite movies. It's a Guy Ritchie movie. It's always got multiple moving parts,
never
and it
seen
comes
it.
together at the end. It's fantastic. It's
Gonna
got
have to look
Jeremy
into it.
Piven. It's got Ludacris.
I like Jeremy
It's
Piven.
got
What's it
Gerard
called?
Butler. It's got
Rock and Rolla?
Idris Elba.
That's a smack you in the face cast.
It's got
right
Mark
there.
Strong. It has literally who's the guy that played Bane in the new? I can't think of his name right now.
Hey, Bane mask have been selling out, by the way.
TJ would know. TJ Bobo Casey, shout out. Who
He's
played
playing.
Bane?
He's playing Capone
Yeah.
in the new Capone movie too.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys can help me out with this guy's name who I can't think of because he is a fantastic actor.
Dude, that's a
What, in the movie?
The guy that was
Bane.
in
So you
yeah,
got Gerard Butler, Tom Wilkinson, Thandie Newton, Mark Strong, Idris Elba, Tom Hardy.
Tom
Tom
Hardy.
Hardy.
There it is.
Hardy.
Tom
Tom
Hardy.
Hardy.
Thank you. But that's my
must love
movie.
that cat.
That's my movie. Shout out for sure. If you haven't seen it, I know it's me and a couple of my buddies' like favorite movie just because it's got a really cool like kind
I'll
of
look
flow
into
to
it.
it.
I love those movies.
Comment in the links.
Comment in the links. What's that?
I'm just randomly putting comments of things we're talking about in the
Oh,
links.
right on. Good.
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you.
Yeah, no
thank
problem.
you. Appreciate that.
yeah.
That'll be a steady thing maybe next week. We're evolving.
Yeah, dude, definitely.
Every
And then TV show wise, like one that like I have to push because of how well done it was. I got to go back to a classic too. It's Boardwalk Empire.
I tried to get into it. I couldn't.
It's
You know,
so
I've never watched it.
So if you have an understanding and I like timepieces. I like watching something that makes me feel like I'm back in the 30s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Perfect-
saying? And when it's
perfect
done, we
show
have
for
Scorsese doing it and it's done well. I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I think they only ended up doing 4 or 5 seasons, maybe 5 seasons because it was just expensive. I mean, it was a
Right.
great show.
Lots of production.
It's basically like about the gangsters in Atlantic City, Nucky Thompson, Lucky Luciano from New York, I think it was, or Chicago, and all these different guys that interacted with one another, and it's a really cool story. You just have to get into it. It's a slow rolling piece because there's a lot of people you have to know. But just like in Game of Thrones, once you learn the people or the people that are in the thing, then you can start picking up on some of the subtle details that really make it a good show. So Boardwalk Empire
That was a
and
great
Rock
show.
and Roller would be definitely one I'd recommend.
Those are the ones that are just those will get you from the beginning too. So they're not hard to pay attention.
Right.
To, you know.
I'm going to bring this up again. Real quick shout out. Mark set up Instagram. Please check out Instagram and join
Come
there
find
if
us
you
on
are
there.
on Instagram. Also join the group if you haven't already. We've got up to like 740 members now or something like that.
765
It's
on
crazy.
Facebook.
Organically.
Yeah.
Dude, you
Mark
guys.
Zuckerberg's like, how are you guys doing this?
Yeah, no, it's been crazy. Like a lot of
pretty cool.
feedback, a lot of positive things coming from a lot of people that we weren't even.
And guess what?
expecting.
It's
So
not
thank
us
you so
four.
much.
It's that 718 or how many
it's you
people
guys.
that have
Right. A lot of people
shared and
engaging.
liked us. Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
So speaking of sharing again, if you're interested in winning an Antonino's pizza and also the T-Revs, make sure that you share the video for us. We would greatly appreciate it, and we'll do a drawing and announce on the next show who won and get it to you as soon as possible.
Awesome.
I think we do it before the show's over.
I think that we'll do it
Okay, cool,
at
yeah.
the next
Cool,
episode. Make it easier. That way we'll kind of have something maybe
It's called
for
a
the next show
teaser.
as well.
Now you have to tune the next show to see who won, man.
Ooh, Kyle's leading people
So-
on.
There
So-
you
Some
go.
girl just
Now
got
we
mad at
got
Kyle.
you. Go.
Some girl just tuned out. She's like, no, I'm
Oh
not doing
man,
it.
we just lost like 3 people because of that. But no, let's transition in a little bit. We got some sports we're going to talk about. Okay.
Yay.
The biggest news I think that we're going to go over in a minute is going to be really the NHL possibility of the brackets and the matchups, and we'll talk about what you guys think about that.
A lot of fun.
Also, we're going to talk about a numerous amounts of other news that's out there. And trust me, it is not easy to. We've been scraping the bottom of the barrel to get you guys the information that we think is cool or fun to talk about. So let us know what you think about it in the comments. And yeah, like I said, if you want to win a pizza, make sure you share the video. Let's kick it off. Oakland A's are broke. They can't pay the rent.
I mean,
and-
weren't they before?
They were before. Yeah.
All these struggling teams are really struggling now.
I mean,
I'm
it's
sure
true.
The A's,
It's-
the Rays, these
It's
teams.
going to hurt those small market teams.
Look,
bad
it doesn't
right
matter
now.
if you're a small local business or a big corporation or a big anything. Like, you're hurting now. Like,
yeah.
nothing's
You're hurting.
evident.
Right.
It's not
You're
good.
all hurting.
I mean,
across the board.
Oakland A's are struggling. Apparently, there's a news out that they can't pay their rent for the stadium or something like that.
Yeah,
There's something
1.2 million.
$1.2
They need
million
a new
dollars.
stadium so bad too.
Like, let me just throw this out there. You just had a family find $1 million in the street, and they owe $1.2 million. I
do
think
the
that
math.
might have been.
Let's do
Maybe
the math.
maybe that's why they can't pay the rent. Maybe
Maybe they were heading
Hey,
to the bank and they dropped that on
Where's the
accident.
200,000 at?
We dropped that. We dropped that on the 405 on the way to the bank. Oh,
Jeez. Speaking of cover
be
stories,
the
though,
answer.
DeAndre Baker apparently accused of an armed robbery, but says no. I was at home playing Madden, and I have, I guess, some way to prove it.
Yeah.
How are you going to prove that?
Maybe he was online playing.
But here's the thing: if he's online playing, then that's one thing because his gamer
virtually
tag's
robbed
on.
these people with his gun?
But there's no video.
And he left
It's
the
just-
Xbox there.
So we're
Supposedly.
gonna do a test here real quick. All right, you ready for this? Let's test this story. Okay,
test it.
Boomer, you can go in and
Reenactment.
turn on my PlayStation 4 right now. Log in as me and start playing. Right? Okay.
I could.
I'm now gonna go do an armed robbery, and I'm going to get away with it because I'm just gonna be like, I was playing NHL.
I was logged in playing the sport.
Hey guys, don't get any ideas.
No,
We're not
I mean-
consenting or
now here's
condoning
the
this.
thing.
I mean,
There is no ideas because it's ridiculous.
That has to be what happened because the
So-
man is
I think it's a solid
pointed out
alibi.
by I mean,
I'd run with it.
I think this.
You're a
I
hell
think
of a
this is
lawyer.
gonna hold up. I think
you're
this
gonna
is
be a
gonna
good
hold
lawyer
up.
one day.
But no, I just think it's funny
Let
because
it go.
I think he's clearly guilty. I think he was a part of it, and I think he's trying to use this as some way to prove his guilt. But what's it going to be next? That he has like a friend he was chatting with? Was he chatting with someone? Because if it's just your gamer tag on there, like any of you could log into my
Anybody
PlayStation and do it, and then it
That's
would look
true.
like
That's
you're
a
on
horrible alibi for
So-
all you
It's
lawyers out there who are going
I
to
felt like we had to bring that up and chat about that because I mean, sorry, buddy, you're going to jail.
Poor Oakland. I feel bad. for
You're in
you.
the. I mean, the first round draft pick too. Am I wrong? First round draft
Yeah.
pick. Like
Why are you robbing people?
you robbed people
Yeah.
of $5 grand and
doing?
some expensive watches.
There it is. There it is. Thank you, Kyle.
I'm just saying.
What is happening? Has COVID really made people go completely crazy?
Oh man.
Yes.
Whammy.
Yes,
DeAndre,
they
if you're
have.
listening,
Whammy.
Whammy.
DeAndre, bro, come on,
Oh man, that's great. We've got some people that loved Boardwalk recommendation. Courtney actually did.
Yeah.
TJ says, Tom Hardy, thank you for helping us out with that.
Hardy.
We ended up looking it up ourselves.
Thanks, Bobo Casey.
Josh Sapolis says Westworld. Westworld is a great show.
I never watched that.
I'm on season 2 right now.
You need to watch, though, and pay attention because there's a lot of crazy
You
shit
can
that
watch
goes
it.
on.
Yeah.
You
in
can watch it probably
Westworld.
4 or 5 times and see something new every time.
Yeah, no doubt. See what else we got here. It'll take. Casey says, "I'll take first round bye for the Blues." It's 2014 playoff format.
That's what it's looking
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that in just a second, buddy. We're gonna
I
get to
can't
that
wait
in
to
just a
talk about
second. But let's see what else we got
Please
here.
click the
So-
links, guys. We're putting links to everything we're talking about.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of links in the. It's great. We got a lot of comments going on and stuff too. And like I said, if you guys do want to win the Antonino's pizza, please share the video if you haven't already. Let's see here. TJ says, "Keep up the sound drops."
All right.
All right, dude. Hey, thanks, TJ. We appreciate you on the show.
Shout out to Tej.
And everybody else that's been watching, we really do appreciate that. We can't clap loud enough for you guys. So,
No doubt.
That was perfect.
hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
What color? Hey, what color button was that?
That's none of your business. I appreciate it if you stay out of my personal affairs.
Yeah, any more of that gum ace?
That's none of your damn business, Dan.
You're
Ringer.
gonna have business, Dan.
So I have to talk about this. You guys all right? Are you thinking about Bone Tomahawk?
What do you know about Ray Finkel?
The
Finkel and
laces
Einhorn.
were in.
And it's
Einhorn
together.
and Finkel.
How? Why?
Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Dude,
And I'm done.
I found Mr. Winky.
That-
Captain Wingy.
hands
you guys
down,
have
great
my-
show. Hands down, great show. But
My
let's
mind
throw
is
this out
mashed
there.
Potatoes right now. You fools. This is tough
you-
to get through.
Did you hear about Mike Trout saying that Scherzer was the best pitcher that he has ever faced?
Man, when Scherzer's on though, man, he's fun to watch when he's.
He is.
when
And
he's
if the
going.
best player in the league's saying that,
Does that
I
mean
tend to
that?
believe him.
Does that mean that it's the truth?
Well, you watch him in the All-Star game, he just rolled everybody. And
Oh, he
it wasn't even
did.
close. They would just be like,
Scherzer
I think
and
Trout at one
Strasburg.
point was like,
Well, even Strasburg was like, well, oh wait, that's the All-Star game. I'm talking about even the World Series. Just
Yeah.
thinking about back to that, like I've never seen a more dominant pitching performance than out of Strasburg and Scherzer, just time after time, and that's why they won the World Series, obviously. But
good pitching always beats good hitting. It always does.
and was Strasburg really even like proven up until that point?
I mean, the
He-
ability's always been there. He had a lot of
Injuries.
injuries and things like that, and really blowing out his arm
Injuries.
and stuff.
And then, yeah,
but
dude.
he was at top.
I,
Him
I,
and Scherzer were on.
that was amazing. I mean,
Right.
just to see what they picked apart that team, like
Right?
there's no
you get
there's
two
no
pitchers like that, you can win it all.
No, you
You
can't.
got two.
Trout actually recounted the time he drew a walk against Scherzer in the 2018 All-Star game after a lengthy plate appearance. When you're recounting a walk from a pitcher after a lengthy plate appearance in the All-Star game as one of your top moments, like
I mean,
that's an elite moment.
right.
You know,
Because he's
the elite
battling.
player against the elite pitcher against the elite batter.
Yeah, but think about that.
And he drew a walk, and it was a long at bat. He said it's the best at bat he's ever had in his entire career.
It's in an All-Star game,
I mean, that's
and they're still battling. That's the cool thing.
battling
about it.
during an
People
All-Star
that
game.
don't
That's
normally
what's come
care
Right.
about the All-Star game, and they're battling for it. I think that's really. I think
Trout
that's
just
That is
says
cool.
he's nasty. In 16 regular season plate appearances against Scherzer, Trout has 188 average, 1 home run, 1 double, no walks, 10 Ks. Trout says he's nasty.
he is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
One of the best in the game.
In other MLB news, we also have two big things. Well, one big thing, one little thing. Well, the remote thing is catching on. They did the NFL draft remotely. They're doing an what is it? MLB draft remotely now.
Yep.
And there's no guarantees. You said, Nick. There's like something going on with this time.
You know, MLB, the owners, the people who run things against the players right now, there's just
Not
a whole
pretty.
impasse.
It's not looking good.
here. Like no one's agreeing with anything, and they're actually being now the reports that are coming out of like the Washington Post leaking these articles about like the MLBPA is like they're not going to agree to anything.
Right.
Like if you keep MLB might be up to some shenanigans, some shady stuff. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that deep into it. But if the MLBPA is coming out and we can't come to an agreement, we might have to call the season a wash. Let's be honest.
I think
We
it's
are-
coming to that.
We
I
are
think it's-
so far off here.
Yeah.
It seems.
It's not looking like baseball's going.
And they had Tim Kirchin
No.
on, and he's like, I hear it's coming around, and then I ask other people, and they tell me it's not.
It's like what
I
exactly
have as
does
much
that mean?
info as you guys. I don't know where it is.
And I think that's
That's
the thing.
scary.
That's the boat
Right,
he's in.
and
Like,
Tim Purchase
he would
is,
know.
like, in the
He
middle.
talks
would
to
know.
everybody.
Right.
So he talks to the owners. They're like, sounds good. He talks to the players. He's like, this ain't happening.
I'd like
That's
to
the
tell you,
impasse there. Like,
there's
you know,
light at the end of the tunnel, but right now he doesn't know.
we have to come to agreement ultimately.
I think
Right.
players union are way off.
I think they're
Sounds
way
like-
off.
sounds like it.
Way
Yeah.
off.
Damn, my voice just cracked again. If you heard that, I am.
Do you think
I'm
it's money,
fired
or
up
what do you
about
think
that.
it is?
You know what I think it is? I think it's Bone Tomahawk.
Oh,
you're talking about your voice?
You think it's money? It's money, Kyle.
Dude,
So-
it's definitely
It's
money
all
in the
all
MLB.
money. Baseball.
It is. It is because I
Baseball's
think
money.
what it is that the players being in the union that they're in, they get a certain percentage, and with the way that this season's going to pass out, I think that they have to like give to the owners in that, and I don't think that they
don't
want to
wanna
budge
do
So
on
the
it.
revenue, the whole revenue sharing,
Yeah.
whatever they're talking about, like they want a 50-50 split, but it's never been more than like a 70-30 split in the
Yeah.
history of the league.
Wouldn't
and
you be
it's-
happy with just a couple million, a
Wouldn't-
million?
Well,
Let me ask you
$20
this.
million
So
deal.
hold
Like,
on.
come
would.
on, now.
Can I
That's a
answer
lot
this?
of
We would.
money.
Can I answer
We're not
this?
in the
we would.
business.
Go ahead.
So let me throw this at. Would you, as a player, and I'm not saying that these types of
I'm a
players are going
player.
to take significant pay cuts.
Yeah.
But if you're an athlete and this season comes around and you decided to say, "Hey, I'm going to defer money to you," and then you go out there and you have a season-ending and career-ending potentially injury, then what does that decision look like for you? in
We'll
the
say
long
the
run?
season. Just say we do come back to an 82 game season. You get injured in the first week, and it's a 8 to 12 week injury, and you've missed the whole season now.
Right.
When normally you
Right.
just miss half the season. There's so many variables here
Yep.
that it just sounds like
There's
it
a
might
lot of
be
ins and outs. I
tough.
know Whitey Herzog said something. They should just shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No,
we
but
might.
it's
just
not
call
going
this
to get
season a
agreed on.
wash.
Yeah.
They want it. They're talking. They still are talking about July 4th, and people
Yeah.
are like, "That's the best case scenario. Would be you'd
That-
see live
right.
baseball by July 4th."
Yeah.
But
Right.
that doesn't. Seem
Well,
to be
I'll tell you,
the scenario.
a sight for sore eyes and something that I really enjoyed seeing on TV. I don't know about you guys, but I think I messaged you about it. The Cardinals against the Texas Rangers was
are you
on
talking
the other
about?
night, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was a
Doesn't wanna
replay.
know
I even
Greatest
knew.
games in
I even
Cardinal
knew
history.
about it.
I mean,
Greatest games in Cardinal history.
if you don't at least have a respect or knowledge of what David Freese and that did in that game, I mean, Cruz couldn't jump for that ball anyways. But
Wow.
we won't throw that out there. But
My
I mean,
pick
it was
for DH to come here.
right.
But his,
So
his
Good
defense
hitter.
was horrible. Nah.
yeah,
Forget about
so,
that.
Right.
I watched that. It was great to watch a piece of history.
It'll
And
never get old.
Oh,
some of the names of the guys you saw on there, like I think that was Spezio. No, he wasn't on that one. It was
Oh, six.
that was 06.
it was it was the Ryan Terrio was on there.
Ontario.
Yeah, sure.
There was
BT.
man.
Thompson was on that team, right? Dunk was on that team.
I think those were the 06.
I don't know.
Those
If that,
06.
yeah, that was the
Those were the
06.
06.
Dang, I do get them
11
mixed
years.
up.
Thinking
This was
of-
Alan Craig. This
Yeah.
was
Craig,
John Jay.
John Jay.
Play
This
at
was
third.
Lance Berkman was so big
Oh,
in that
big
interference
playoff
Puma.
play
run.
at third. Lance
Big
Berkman.
Puma.
Big hits
Oh,
after
yeah.
one after
Oh,
another.
Big
I'm
Puma.
sorry.
Raphael Furcal.
All these championships have me
can't-
mixed up.
Yeah, you can't.
Sorry,
hate-
everybody.
Last year of Albert, you know.
Right, Albert. That was
Last
that was
year, Tony
nice
La Russa.
to see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both went out on top.
Yeah.
Here in St. Louis.
No, I mean that's fantastic. You guys would talk about some hockey?
I
You want
guess.
to talk about some hockey?
Yeah.
Let me bring
Please.
up this. This is actually really cool. So Vince Dunn, Jordan Kyrou, we talked about this like 3-4
Yeah.
podcasts ago. They raised $100,000 at playing in a Fortnite
video
tournament.
games?
Awesome.
Right. Well, they just
games.
recently had that was last month. Now this month they added a third player to their team. It was Robert Thomas from the St. Louis Blues. So 3 Blues players, young guys, go out, and then this time instead of winning second place, they won first place. And then that's another $100,000 that they won
Can
to
we
donate.
just not stop winning forever?
I know.
Can we just win everything?
Still have the cup.
If hockey doesn't start back
Dude.
up, but our players want to continue to play esports and win hundreds of thousands of dollars for charities, I mean,
Totally.
I can respect
Keep
that.
this
I
train
could
rolling.
be okay with it for a while.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I mean,
got
just
the
I'm just
chick
saying,
with-
shut it down for this year, and then once things are safe, we're going to get back going. You know, I can't go without the
I think
sports,
Jordan
but
Bennington's
Yeah.
moved on in the Chicklets Cup. If anyone's been paying attention to that,
I have not.
Jordan Bennington was one of the first winners of the Chicklets Cup.
Chiclet Cup.
I believe I saw Austin Matthews knock off Keith Yandel today, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
We're getting deep there.
Yandel.
We'll bring you more of that later.
The $100,000 that the guys won in that Fortnite tournament, $50,000 went to St. Louis Children's Hospital, $25,000 went to the St. Louis Area Food Bank, and then another $25,000 went to a muscular dystrophy fund because I believe that is Thomas's brother or something like that has the muscular dystrophy. or suffers from a form of it or something like that. So that was actually pretty cool
very
that they were
cool.
able to donate to the
Very
charities
cool.
of their choice.
That's awesome.
So absolutely, man. So who remembers back in the day, like turn on ESPN? It was like ESPN2 and ESPN2 was new, and you had Pro
The
Beach
Ocho.
Hockey.
Pro
Right.
Beach hockey.
Pro Beach Hockey, you had a ball, you had the banked corners and stuff
You
like
could do-
that.
remember.
you could
Right?
ramp
Yeah.
the corner.
Right. And then they had, I believe, roller hockey was on there for a while whenever the RHI was
RHI.
there. Yeah, it was
RHI.
a
Documentary.
shortened- yeah.
I think I talked to you about on Amazon
did.
Prime.
Another
Got the
documentary.
the New Jersey Rocket Rollers on
Yeah.
the front of the
yeah.
of the
Dude, those
post, so
jerseys. I just read an article about how those jerseys and those teams were just like.
I still have my Vipers
best.
jersey from
Oh my gosh.
1995.
Yeah.
I can't. It'd be like a tube top on me right now, but I still have it.
And he's
never
gonna
get
wear
rid
that
of it.
next show, folks.
Anybody
Tune
in a
in.
coconut
Like a
bra, I'm
red-
gonna rock both.
A red and yellow. Was it red and yellow?
Bears the
Bears the Bears the Bears the
Bears. Well,
Was it,
you know,
wasn't it
what?
red and yellow too?
if
The
if
jersey?
we if we get 1,000 people in the Facebook group, I'll actually buy the coconut bra for you to do the Bears the Bears the Bears the Bears.
I will do it.
Ooh,
If we get
incentives.
1,000 members, I'll do it.
We'll do the Chris Farley. We'll do a recording. We'll put it up and
love
and
the
we'll see
Phoenix
how you
Cobras
guys think
logo.
about that.
That
As
was
well.
Look at the last champion of Roller Hockey International. You guys would have never thought. The St. Louis Vipers.
baby.
Another St. Louis hockey team going out on top.
Shout out.
Who are about to make a comeback this year.
But-
I'm sure coronavirus.
Well,
Coronavirus.
Well, let's
ruining everything.
well, let's switch gears on it because I mean this is really cool when you see the format because Pro Beach Hockey was 3v3, RHI was 4s, right?
Yeah.
RHI was
yeah.
4s, but this we have a new league that's about to form up. That's actually going to be what is it in 2021? Probable
2021 is supposed to be coming around. It's called 3 Ice, right?
3 eyes. So I think what they're doing is that they're going to create a fast-paced game where they're going to allow people to play 3v3. And they're going to see how it works out, kind of similar to how we play on NHL 20 in the EASHL league.
Dude, I'm
They have
all
a
for
three-
this.
I'm all
every,
for it.
So cool.
Every penalty is a penalty shot. I believe it's probably going to be the same thing with that.
If you think about it, there's a lot of high, players who are really in great shape to continue their hockey career, but maybe just not fast enough for the NHL. This is
Right.
This is like the 3v3 NBA that they turned
love
in.
it.
The three.
That
the
was
three
actually
league,
pretty
right?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, all the retired players came back, played each other. Like that's awesome. You should see
I mean, I
the
was
names
watching-
of these coaches.
I don't know if
Right.
anyone
That they've
remembers
signed.
watching the Winter Classic, but Pierre Turgeon still can play. He can still play.
I didn't get a
Oh,
chance to
the,
see that. I didn't get a chance to
alumni
see that.
game?
The
Yeah.
alumni game was awesome.
So
That was one of the coolest things ever.
what do you
Winter
guys think
Classic.
about the 3 eyes? What do you think about the 3 eyes?
Down.
Do you think it's going to be something that's going to be entertaining? I mean, because it could be potentially guys that you just saw retire, maybe that still have it. I bet you Yarmir Yager will play.
Guy Carter,
Yager's in.
John LeClaire.
Look,
Those
listen
are
to
the
the
coaches.
listen to the
Larry
eight,
Murphy,
the
the
eight
coaches.
coaches that have
Awesome.
signed on. I mean, it's
Joe Mullen.
unbelievable.
So
I love it.
the coaches that they're recruiting in are obviously some big time people from the NHL. 4-time Stanley Cup winner Grant Fuhr, 6-time Cup winner Brian Trottier, 3-time champion Guy Carbonneau,
Guy Carbonneau.
5-time All-Star John
John
LeClaire,
LeClaire.
John LeClaire.
and 4-time Olympian
First
Angela
woman to coach
Ruggiero.
probably in the history of professional hockey. If this turns out to be a thing, Angela Ruggiero.
That's
Shout
cool.
out.
Let's not forget about
cool.
4-time Stanley Cup winner Larry Murphy.
What?
I remember playing NHL '95 and number 55, Larry Murphy. I would score. I would
Monster.
score with him
Monster.
all the time. It's crazy.
Is that where you stop at the dot and go left and you can always score?
I don't give away
Which
my
one was
secrets.
that?
I don't give away my secrets. Okay,
We're gonna play in
I
an
go for
I think
the-
it was
NHL
93.
I
tournament.
go for the dub. All right,
Ooh,
You know what it is.
the
play for
dub.
keeps.
You know,
Wrap around.
The wrapper, yeah.
Right.
3-time champion Joe Mullen, Ed Johnston to finish out the list. I mean, all like legends of
Very
the
cool.
NHL
Yeah, I like
history
it.
here. This is an
I'm all
awesome,
for it.
This is an awesome idea. It's called
Yep.
3 Ice, man. Look it up. They got a, I don't know. It sounds like
I mean,
it's
that's
happening.
That's cool.
I'm all
man.
for it.
That's cool. One thing that I did notice too is another shout out for somebody in the Blues organization that's doing something positive. Jake Allen actually started a fund to help his hometown to deal with COVID. I don't know if it's a fundraiser. They didn't go into details as far as what it was, but they said that he started something. Could have just been his PR guy being like, "Hey, man, you got to get out there and do something," because
Right.
people are going to be like,
Yeah,
"I'm just playing."
It's,
But
hey,
it could be a thought. Could be a thought. But I did notice
quiet
that.
guy, Jake.
I like Jake Allen.
Does his thing.
You know.
So.
I like Jake Allen, but I think
you know, he's out there quietly doing
Yep.
stuff, dude. A lot of these players don't need recognition. You know, they're out there doing stuff.
right. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't dislike Jake Allen. I think he's a great accenting goaltender, and I think him and Bennington play well with one another. I just can't conceivably see us spending $4 million per goalie.
Yeah.
Normally, you can have a little more money to spend elsewhere.
Tie up.
At the end of the day, this is a business. And,
Yeah, that's
You
true.
You think that when the expansion team comes in, that Allen, because of him being as good as he was, maybe
Depends
gets
who's
plucked?
out there.
Yeah.
I mean, really, depends what you can get.
Maybe
there's a
they're
better
gonna.
goalie.
You got to think though, like all the
rock and
teams get to
roller?
protect
Yeah,
one
that's
goalie,
old school.
so they're going to keep their primary. There's
Could be a young
decent,
guy that you could
maybe
snag.
maybe UC Soros from Nashville.
hey, there's going to be a lot. I mean, a lot of.
I mean, do you
backups
keep
who
Rene?
turn.
Who knows?
yeah,
He's
hey,
What do you
getting-
do? I mean,
He's
he's
getting older.
30. He's getting older.
Rene may be Rene is probably
Could be the odd
the
man
Jake
out.
Allen here in Nashville right now. If you think about
As
it,
good as he's been, and we've talked about how much we think Pekka Rene is one of the maybe best goalies we've seen, especially over
last
the
10
last
years?
10 years.
no
But
question.
he hasn't won. And
He's had a slow
Saros
decline.
has been good.
Yeah.
Saros has went up
And
as
money
Rene's went down.
Plays into it as well. Could be a reason to just put Saros in.
Yeah, we have Jeremy Lath says that he loves hockey so much he'd watch people play air hockey.
Ooh, I would love to watch that.
That's awesome.
By the way,
There you go.
we got 15 shares, by the way.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
So
thanks, guys.
cool.
Much love.
up to
Very
15
cool.
shares. So
Word
that-
on the street, we may get a little outdoor Brentwood hockey rink, outdoor old school street hockey puck style,
When?
dirty.
I just got my
black
stick in the
top
mail, by the way. Kyle.
rollerblade.
Just got my
stick
stick in
game
the mail.
going on here.
I'm just waiting
Let's
for his
do it.
voice to crack. No, hey,
Do
that
it. We need hockey back.
Let's
We
get
need to
out
play
there.
hockey again. Let's do it.
Hey, I'm serious. I just got
for
my
it.
stick in the mail the other day. I'm ready to play
Let's
some
go,
hockey. Let's
man.
go.
Boomer.
Right now.
We've been trying
Hey,
to piece
we're
together.
leaving, guys. See ya.
We've been trying to piece together some equipment and get you
I
back
got
in the
it all
game for a
now.
while. So that's good. That's good. So what else we got here? Allen is a strange dude. Okay, Jimmy Tracy's not a big fan of Allen. Yeah, I mean he's different. I mean I don't think he's strange. I just think that
A lot of
Jimmy,
goalies
is there a
strange.
personal?
Well, yeah,
have you
I
had a
trust me.
personal?
You're gonna go there.
Have
Yeah.
you had a
There's been a lot of
personal
weird goalies.
meeting with Jake Allen to prove that he's strange?
Carl
Kyle's
says Jake Allen, the Kraken.
Kyle,
Allen
we've
of
said
the
this
Kraken.
before.
That's
you
probably
got to
true.
be it's a different type of guy.
It is.
that wants to actually just get hit.
I know.
Bucks. It's
I
gonna
was
be a
that guy.
different-
I was that guy. So I mean,
Yeah.
if my personality and whatnot is any just for it, then yeah, you have to have a screw loose to want to play goalie. So,
Goalies have a
be.
screw.
yeah, Carl's throwing
do.
out Halak. Halak was signed another 1-year deal with Boston or
Boston.
something like that.
Halak,
Yeah,
recently?
Rask.
constantly back. Rask has his moments too. He's also maybe a bit of a head case. Also is Halak. So
Yep.
the balance there,
So-
they take care of
Goalies
each
can
other.
be.
It seems like it works in Boston.
Let me ask you this, and then especially guys
Good
in the
shout out,
comments
Carl.
as well too. Do you feel that like Halak maybe is kind of like not to the fullest extent, but kind of had a coming up like a Bennington, right? He comes up for Montreal, right? Killed it in that playoff
With Washington.
Pittsburgh and
Man.
Washington,
And they're like,
eliminated
yeah,
them both.
he's the next.
Right.
He's the next coming.
And
of-
then everyone was like, "This guy is fantastic," and then he gets dumped off. And don't get me wrong, he was not a bad goalie for us, but he wasn't like that guy that's going to be like stand out.
I
Now,
think we were
Bennington's
hoping
been
for shutdown.
fantastic. Bennington's been fantastic for
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
I've been loving every bit of that.
no doubt.
But
So-
Was it,
Winnington.
was it another
Winnington.
Ryan Miller
Winnington.
type situation where we
Bennington
just
embraces the moment.
remember when we
Bring
picked up
on the heat.
we picked up Ryan
on.
Miller at
He was so
at
chill,
kind of
too.
the end
Yeah.
of his thing and
Your goalie's got to be. There's emotion there, but you got to collect it. You got to. If you have a bad game, you got to be pretend like nothing happened. And if there's a goalie that did that, Jordan Bennington
For sure.
When he had a bad game, he didn't have another
didn't
one.
sweat
right
it.
after.
oh he came back that made him
God,
tougher
that
and
game
it really
7.
just
oh,
dude.
that first
You
period.
knew, after
He
that
was on.
game six you knew he wasn't going to lose that game
I
seven.
was like, you almost knew it's like he won't let that happen.
And then hearing his stories
And he
of
didn't.
What's that about Bennington?
letting that
Yeah.
Game 6,
Which-
that wasn't going to happen in Game 7.
Which I'll tell you what, this is actually a small snippet of what we're going to be talking about still with my buddy Mike Grzeski for Grooves Blues Reviews.
Yeah.
We're trying to get that date figured out. Obviously, with having the baby and whatnot, we're going to get it done soon. But I can't wait to do that with you, Grzeski. Thank you for the invite on that, and the whole team actually can't wait to actually relive and go over the entire Stanley Cup run.
That sounds like fun.
I could do that
Yeah.
every day
It'll
for
never
the
get
rest
old.
of my life.
100%.
It's not going to get old.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So we got TJ saying goalies are hot. Ride your hot goalie. It's impossible to stay consistent as a goalie these days. I don't think that's
I don't
true.
think it's impossible.
It's not impossible. I think that it's just a rare form now. So we'll see. And then Mike Grzeski himself says whenever Benner did not fly off the handle whenever he got ran the first game against the Jets in the playoffs, I knew he would be okay. Yeah. No doubt.
There was a couple stinkers there. He
There
let
was
up
a couple
6 goals a
times.
couple
Yeah.
times, I believe, in those playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. And the good ones have done that. You know, Patrick Waugh had moments, Brodeur had moments,
The
but
fact
it's
that
how
you can do that
you
and
respond.
rebound from that
You got to
in
respond.
the right way.
Another
Good ones respond.
Another example of a goalie that comes up, it's flash in the pan, and then you see what he really is a good called TJ Murray. Prime example.
Murray, for sure.
Big money to him. Nothing now in Pittsburgh. So
And I love
They
Benny-
dropped Andre Fleury.
Yeah.
yeah,
And Fleury went
Yeah,
on to
which
go
is
take
crazy.
Vegas
Luckily-
to the Stanley Cup
Right.
Finals. that
Luckily,
year.
Pittsburgh has a good goalie kind of
Yeah.
filling in that
Yare,
spot.
Tristan Yare.
Tristan
Yeah.
Yari, who was an
Seems to
all-star
be a-
this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's
So
they
Murray-
got some
Murray
luck.
knows.
You lucked out.
Murray knows.
But
time.
if you're going with Murray, it might have been a bad decision.
His time's limited.
I love hearing Bennington's story about even the year he was ready to come up when
With
when
Brodeur,
took
said he
his
wasn't
number,
ready.
took his spot, and that was what started the fire in him.
Yeah.
He's like, and he tells you in the interview, like till today, he's like, that's what.
No, I mean you can't.
We've always waited for that goalie to get us to the next step. So,
Audio.
Right. That's on. But yeah, no, I mean he's not a flash in the pan. I think it was great to see him come out and do what he did. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things that like you hope he's not a flash in the pan, but like some of the stuff that he did was just outrageous, man. I mean, like that stretch out save that he made. I mean, oh my god.
How do you move in that way?
Right.
And then
Boston
you
was
know,
on us, man.
I
No,
think
they were.
We had a slow start this year, but I think the Stanley Cup hangover is real. Like those dudes
is
are
real.
partying hard.
Yeah.
Like come
Oh
on.
man, you know it.
The fact they whipped it up into shape and going in, it looks like we get a first round bye if the playoffs started today. The way it's going to look out.
He had a rough start. You know, and people were kind of on Binnington
whipped
even
it
at
in
one
shape.
point.
They
So
were.
Give him a break.
Right.
Give him a break.
Give
Give
him
him
a
all a
shot.
break.
Well, I'll
He'll
tell
be
you
Come on,
fine.
St. Louis.
Give
Don't
him a
be
shot.
greedy now.
Well, hey, if we get hockey started back up again, they released the latest rumored playoff format. So I want to go over this with you guys real quick. Let us know what you think in the comments too, because this should be pretty interesting. Because of the way that the format's going to be, there could potentially be some upsets. We'll start in the top bracket. It would be the St. Louis Blues getting a bye. And then it would be a Calgary Flames Winnipeg Jets matchup to see who plays against the Blues. Then you move over to the
I'm not
opposite
scared of
side.
either.
I'm sorry, we'll go right below that, and then we'll say Colorado Avalanche get a bye, and then you have the Vancouver Canucks and the Minnesota Wild.
That's an
That
interesting
would be it.
Vancouver team, man.
Yeah.
They're kind of up and coming. Got a good goalie.
Yeah, they've got
Some young
Elias Pettersson. They got Brock Besser.
Right.
They've got some. Oh, and they just picked
Markstrom.
up. Markstrom is a good. He's a
They've
good
got,
goalie.
they've
I
got a,
have one question about this: are these 1-game playoffs, or is this like a
That is
best
a-
of 3?
That's
What
what
is
I was
this?
wondering. And the last I heard, I thought I heard best of 3.
It's a best of 3,
Right.
two best 2 out of 3 to play the Blues, or the
Blues.
best 2 out of 3 to play the Avalanche. So all these would be best 2 out of 3.
TJ says the Jets will win that. I think so too.
They should.
I don't think that you have enough grit from Calgary.
But There's a lot of disappointment with the Jets this year. I think people were looking for the Jets to do
what
I
they
think
did
last year was the year that the
That they
Jets
thought that they had
should
it.
have done.
Yeah.
There's a team that stopped them
pulled the
maybe in
winds
that
right
first
out of your
round.
sails, boys.
That was
Sorry
probably
about
the
that.
matchup that we had the least amount of faith from anyone in.
Yeah.
Was against Winnipeg.
Yeah, Jeremy Lath says that is best of 3.
Best of
also,
three.
TJ
Best
says
of
that
three.
he would love to see Vancouver go deep as well too. It'd be
I'd be
interesting.
okay.
Good kids, man.
They can.
Pedersen, huge.
I'm a big fan of
there.
Pedersen.
I am too. I actually had drafted him his rookie
man.
year. He was in the keeper that I
Lucky
can't
you.
pay attention
Ooh.
to.
That first
Fancy
line,
guy.
You're
that
lucky.
first line in Colorado and that power play,
I know.
you can't give him a
Unbelievable.
power play.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Good man.
Well, let's jump over to the other side here. We obviously have Boston, who would have the first bye, and then they would win the winner between. They would play
Toronto
against the
and
winner between
Columbus?
Toronto and Columbus.
That's
I
an
think-
intriguing
If
3-game
Toronto
match
can find
there.
a way to move their egos aside, they could do something.
I don't
but
think they can.
I don't know if they can.
I think
don't know
Columbus
if
will
they
take
can.
that.
I don't think they can either.
I don't.
Yeah.
Sorry, Toronto. You got to prove me wrong at this point.
There's so much talent there, but they're all in their own
unbelievable.
direction.
Yeah.
The fact that
have the chemistry.
William Nylander is your leader right now should kind of tell you something. And I'm not knocking you, William Nylander. You're the man. You
Oh, shoot.
Good player.
I forgot completely. Jeremy Lath brings up, we forgot about Quinn Hughes, the rookie D.
Oh, absolutely.
in Vancouver, too. So
Right.
they-
Pedersen
I
and
forgot
Hughes,
about him,
those
yeah.
are my boys.
They-
Dude.
they're-
They got
Some
a
good
young
player.
core.
Vancouver could. I
Brock
think they could
Besser,
beat Minnesota
Pedersen,
fairly.
I give the edge to Vancouver there,
Yeah.
no doubt. And then they'll be demolished by the Colorado Avalanche.
I know Kyle's going Florida Panthers to knock off those Islanders.
Absolutely.
I think you would love that.
I think that's my upset.
Tampa Bay versus Florida.
Now, here's the thing. If you see Tampa versus Florida,
that
and
would
then-
be a lot of fun.
I mean, that would be a good matchup. Islanders are tough, though, dude.
They are.
They
Two
are.
good,
Barzal's.
two good goalies.
Yeah.
Two good
Yeah,
goalies, great
always.
defense, and then they've got that. They're
a good
to
coach.
To me, I think that the New York Islanders are the closest team to the St. Louis Blues
Eh?
as far as playing
As
style.
grit, they're
Yeah.
gritty.
Yeah,
They're gritty as hell. They'll pop you in the mouth.
got the style of
Florida,
play.
though,
Yeah.
dude. Florida, you're right.
they're another
I
team
know you
though.
want Florida.
Dude,
They're
So-
another team that's got talent.
I know they talk
Yeah.
about Florida all the time.
So Florida beats New York.
I know
Is
that
that a-
Bar-
You know, I'm a
I know.
Barkov fan.
I
I'm
know
a
you
Mike
are.
Hoffman fan. Dad,
Let's
no.
be honest,
I mean, I
dude.
could name half the team in Toronto.
Bobrovsky is in goal.
It's
Like
weird that the Florida logo actually looks like Joel Quenneville a little. If you look at the side view.
If he squints in real
Yeah,
good when he's
it
trying
actually
to
looks like
watch,
Joe
yeah, it does
Quenneville.
look like Joe Quenneville. a bit.
Oh my
so say Florida beats New York. Is that an upset to you, or is that just how things?
Yeah,
should
that's an
win?
upset.
I think it's an
Florida
upset.
beats
I think Islanders
Florida's
are the
got-
higher seed.
Yeah.
I mean, Islanders
Toronto's
are
the
the higher
higher
seed.
seed than Columbus, though.
Right.
Look, none of these seeds
But-
matter.
but I-
Everyone's
Correct.
healthy. We haven't played
I
in
don't think
months. We are
Columbus-
coming back at the same level.
Columbus doesn't stand a
All
chance
these
against
teams.
Toronto.
I don't think so.
Even with egos, I don't think Toronto
It's
has any problem
Toronto.
getting
Toronto's
through.
chemistry problem
Now.
happens when they play Boston.
Now, here's the $1 million question:
Mm-hmm.
Would you how much would you love to see that Toronto Boston matchup?
I would love it.
Who doesn't
You know?
want that every year?
Who would love to see that?
I'd love
Because
it.
do you think that if the Blues made it through their side and then ended up having to, go, I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got some great teams they're gonna have to go through. They
Blues
got a
versus
great
Avalanche.
The Blues got to potentially
Oh,
go
So that's
through.
next round.
That would be the next round if we got past
You know
whoever we
what?
played there.
I want that matchup. I'm not scared of it. They beat us and they knocked us out the one year in that last game playoff.
Last game of the year.
It was the closest.
I was
thing.
at OSP Tap House watching that when we got eliminated.
I
remember
Game.
that.
So I mean,
Bummer.
you got to know that we've
Another
got
shout out to
want.
Colleen.
Yeah, we got to. There you
We
go.
love you.
Shout out.
We love Colleen.
We've got like what 2-3 episodes. Shout out to Colleen.
I know Colleen's
Thank
gonna
you,
love us,
Colleen.
man.
Thank you.
She's gonna love us.
It's like I know you, Colin.
Hey, you know what? Now that we don't have an echo this time as well, too, we shouted out some guys that we talked to from Northern California.
We should be getting those Monday.
So we've got some
Yeah.
stickers. They also do
We're gonna have
apparel.
some stickers.
The name of the company again for me was
Blackout Hockey Club.
Blackout Hockey Club.
BlackoutHockeyClub.com.
And their motto is "Get some." They're sending us over some decals. They do some really
Such cool stuff.
really cool stuff.
that out.
I got us a District 5 sticker to
That's
put
awesome.
somewhere.
And
in
we're
there,
working
'cause
on
I knew-
stickers, by
I
the
knew
way.
we
Yeah.
would love that somewhere. District
Yes.
5.
Also,
Yeah,
raised on the
stores.
Mighty Ducks.
we've got
Right.
we've got two different angles of making some stickers for us
Yeah.
as well too. Maybe for some nameless, shameless podcast.
I'm
stickers
getting
to get out
banned
there
for
as
that
well.
at my work.
I'm
People
curious-
asking for
The people want.
Yeah,
I
stickers.
know, I heard
stickers
about
or
that,
something.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
We're working on
okay.
things. For
I got
I'll get
a good
something.
friend that makes stickers. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll give him a shout out.
We like
1320
cool
Media.
guys.
Ryan, that's for you.
So
13,
That's
20.
very cool.
starting off too, this is something that I just thought about this that I haven't even given a shout out for. Greg Shadigan, thank you so much for reaching out to me in the early episodes, getting us the Nameless Shameless logo that we currently have and that we're
Awesome.
using. We really love it, man, and we really appreciate that you went out of your way and did that for us to help us out while we were basically kind of growing and getting going too.
Thank you.
And there's some news that I would love to announce, but I don't do that until it's for sure thing. So
A lot of things coming down the pipipeline,
He's
folks.
he's got some really good ideas, Greg. I'm really looking forward to working with you, man, and I hope that what we talked about gets up and running soon. So maybe
That's
getting
a tease.
get some nameless shameless podcast hoodies.
What?
Do some
Ooh.
t-shirts,
Yeah. Apparel?
some stuff
What?
like that.
Apparel?
Wait,
Who?
wait.
Hey, a
Yes.
merch shop? We can actually
Yeah.
add that to our group, by the way.
Who knows? We will.
Would be fun.
You can actually add that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. We'll take care of that. Yeah, but no, thank you, Greg.
I'd wear
I
one.
appreciate that, and
Thank you
and
so
yeah, who
much.
knows? Maybe down the road we'll have the actual shirts, hoodies, and whatnot to wear during the
would be
podcast, and
awesome.
maybe even do that as well too.
We're gonna
Now,
put stickers
Love it.
everywhere.
the blackout hockey though, the cool thing I like about these guys is after you show me that video, really
Yeah.
cool guy.
What a cool guy.
He-
Talked to him for like 20 minutes.
So you buy these stickers,
Yeah.
right? And they're entries. They're like raffle tickets,
Right.
for a drawing for something. And depending on how much people
Brilliant
go
marketing.
into it,
Right.
then they expand upon what they give away. They like
Right.
basically what they can bring in, they give back.
Yeah.
So they're really cool down
They're
there.
not hoarding it.
And I think you guys should definitely check them out. They're based out of
Please
Northern
check them
California.
I'm actually going to reach out and probably get a T-shirt just for what they've
Don't
done.
push it,
and
dude.
just
We're trying to
push
build a
it.
relationship with these
Hey.
guys.
You know, that's I'm just I think it's cool. The
I
guy
think
talked to me for
the fact
a
they reached
while,
out-
and he just thought it
No,
was
it's awesome.
cool what we were doing, and
Link in the
support
comments,
him.
guys.
Support him as well. So
Yeah, absolutely. So that's really cool. So the hockey matchups,
oh,
Oh, yep, you got him.
we have to finish the opposite side here. So if we go into the other buys, okay. So
That was the top brackets.
Yeah, the top
Both
brackets.
Western and Eastern we visited.
thank you. We have the Vegas Golden Knights who are going to have a buy
that's going to be a fun
and play
playoff,
the
that
winner
Arizona Nashville.
they're going to play the winner of the Nashville Arizona matchup.
Ooh.
Now
that could be a
that's
lot of fun.
I know you have a lot of upside, or you see a lot of upside in the Arizona team.
I see fight and I see a good coach.
And I don't see that Nashville
either.
is as good of a team as they were a couple
I
years
don't
ago.
either.
They've lost a step for sure.
Yeah.
And if Phoenix and if Arizona can get by Nashville and they give Vegas a run for their money, there's no
would.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
I think
To
they gain
think
some
the
steam. These young
Blackhawks
kids.
too. Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says about the hot dog muncher,
Phil Kessel.
Philly Kessel,
Phil
but
Kessel.
Feed Phil.
the man loves hot dogs. I don't care
feed
what you
Phil.
say, man. Feed the man.
Feed the
Yep.
man. Well, hey, we have the Dallas Stars, the team that we love to hate. I think that's true. It was the extra animosity, the fact that there was like Ben Bishop was like from St. Louis.
And I hate Jamie Benn.
Jamie
And Jamie
I just
Ben,
do.
everyone
destroys
I
us.
just
yeah,
do.
really does.
And he's
Yeah.
a dick about it too.
Now
So.
this
is
is
think
going to
about
be
it.
this is going to be the interesting matchup that I want to see here. Okay,
Oilers and Blackhawks,
because the
I know.
Dallas Stars are going to get to play against the winners of the Blackhawks and the Edmonton Oilers. Now let's put it this way: if the Edmonton Oilers get past the Chicago Blackhawks, which I think they
Which
should,
in theory
they
should,
shouldn't
should
have a problem,
absolutely
okay?
happen.
They should.
which they shouldn't have a problem, then Dallas is not going to win that first game. And that would suck to play against a team like Edmonton that's already played a game, that's now coming into their second game now against a team, and they're going to be flat-footed.
See, there's
Scary
some
thing
there's
about
some,
the Blackhawks is they just know. You know
They
how
do.
to win.
Also,
dude,
that-
but
And just to get a chance to get in, because they wouldn't probably have
this
been
would
in.
probably be the last team to make
right.
it out of all
Patrick
these
Kane
teams
and
right
Jonathan
now.
Taves are going to be biting
Fresh
hard
and
to
healthy.
just be ready to go. And man, I'd hate
TJ says he's-
Chicago.
And I
TJ
bet they're
says
all
they want to
hungry.
see
They are.
Arizona. You said you're going to take Chicago. You said that? Did you say that?
I don't know, but
Mark,
they
this
have,
lives in
they have
infamy.
experience.
You can't take
They-
this back.
They do, but here's the thing: is
I don't want to take Chicago.
Their veteran
It's intriguing
defense.
as hell.
It's
okay.
intriguing as hell.
I'm not going to lie to you. Their veteran
know how to
defense.
win.
I think
Can't teach women.
I think Draisaitl and McDavid.
I
So
think
good. You
I
shut
think
down that first line though, and it's a lot easier
but
on
they don't
Edmonton.
have the lockdown D man to shut them down.
Can
anymore.
can Duncan Keith do that these days?
Seabrook,
Can Duncan Keith and
Keith,
Seabrook,
Seabrook
shut
can't
down?
at all. Duncan Keith maybe a little.
I
little,
think I'm going to
but-
give the edge to Edmonton, who then also has to me the edge over Dallas. I want to see them go deep.
But
Yeah.
Chicago,
Carl was saying that Blackhawks were on fire before apparently that thing happened.
Carl
But then when
loves
but then
Jonathan
guess what
Taves.
happened? Everything stopped for 2
I
months.
do love DeBrincat.
DeBrincat's
I
great.
haven't.
DeBrincat's
There
good.
hasn't been a Blackhawk I've liked in a long time like DeBrincat.
He's a natural goal
Good
scorer.
player.
He's going to get you 25 to 30. But I mean,
If we could have had him too, actually.
Dude.
That was when we picked Dominic Bach
oh boy,
over DeBrincat.
good thing we did
DeBrincat
that.
went like 15th. Chicago always
But
drafts
you,
well.
you
They
know,
always
you
do.
can't tell. You can't tell what
don't.
it's going to end up being for that. So
Let's
Right.
move on to
You
the,
don't.
to, the to our last
So-
few matchups here in the East. Then
Intriguing, the last one for sure.
the last
yeah, so we have the Washington Capitals.
they've got the bye.
Yep.
They have the bye, and then they will play against the winner of the Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Rangers.
They can I
tough.
don't- who can do that? They can both do that. They're both awesome. That is going to be a great these 3-game battles are going to be intense, dude. Actually thinking about them.
I mean, on the other end too, you have Philadelphia Flyers who got the bye, and then the Montreal Canadiens, and then the Pittsburgh
Who
Penguins.
wants to see the Penguins and the Flyers though?
That would be, I think.
You see that coming?
Ah,
And unless
Now-
unless
there's a lot of hate there.
if Carey
Here's-
Price can actually, show that he is the best goalie in the league as voted by the players who play against him, he might have a chance, but
He gets through this bracket. He gets through Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, and that would be tough.
who
but
doesn't want to see
Carey
Pittsburgh
Price
and
pro-
Philadelphia?
I wanna see Pittsburgh and
baby.
Philly.
Woo, let's
I
bring
think
it on.
They
Pittsburgh.
hate. That's hate.
I know. I think Pittsburgh gets through no problem.
Straight up hate.
all healthy too. Oh my
Yep.
God.
Unrest, Pittsburgh coming back with the team they got. I mean, they're still a great
Malcolm
team.
Crosby
And
are the most dominant
let's not-
duo.
Let's not forget where like the Canadians were at like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, well, they're on the
they
same
picked-
level to me as the
they
Blackhawks.
picked
Like,
up-
should either of them be here
They
at
picked
all?
up, hey-
They're lucky that this happened.
Right.
They picked up Ilya Kovalchuk to spark him.
Who had a
and then
great
I think
week.
Trade
You
him, right?
see
had a
that
great
video of
week.
him just roasting his kids?
No.
Where he's like,
Oh,
there's a
he's-
video where
he
he's
can-
just like stick handling just back and forth, just burning.
He looks good against an
nonstop.
8 and 10-year-old, but that doesn't translate well to the NHL.
But it's pretty funny how he has them circling and it's just like hopeless. You know,
Yeah.
Teaching them well.
Yeah, Carl
got some
says
moves.
that the Hurricanes can be tough. You know,
I agree, dude. That
Play a hard
Hurricanes
game.
Rangers 3-game series is going to be.
I
yeah.
think that'll be those playing
Good.
games are gonna be fun to
Dude,
watch.
these are all awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
T-
love this. I hope this is finalized.
And they
So,
said all
NHL,
hockey
let's
fans
do
would
it,
be
baby.
smiling.
TJ
watching
says Rangers win and Zibanejad is one of the most underrated players out
that.
there.
Absolutely, I like
doubt.
Zibanejad.
I like
100%.
Zibanejad, and I think he's a
Year
good
after
player.
year, as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah, he is
He's a
good.
good player.
He's going to get you points in both categories.
Year
too.
after year.
I mean, he's an assist guy. He
Proven.
scores goals as well too. So that's not a bad call out there. I
Yeah,
agree.
it looks
Those
like a
New
lot of
Yorkers
fun.
love him.
It's a lot of fun up there.
Yeah. We got, I mean, with that Philadelphia at Pittsburgh, if they do the matchup there and then up top, I mean, if either one of those teams think they
Boston,
can get through the
Toronto.
Washington Capitals, I think that. What do you think about this? Let's say that Philadelphia Flyers. All right, they're kind of a gritty team, right?
Yeah.
they're going to hit you.
Absolutely.
You know, what if the Flyers
pastime.
What if the Flyers end up making it through? Okay, or you think that they're a team to deal with if they can get rolling? Because I mean, honestly, if look at the other side, I mean, I don't know if they would have a problem per se if they kept winning
Well,
to
the
play
Flyers
against one of the
apparently
team.
picked up enough steam at the end of the year to get a first-round bye at the end of all this.
Right.
So they must have.
Right.
They must have came because they
Capitals
were kind
will
of a
be-
stinker in the
I
beginning.
mean, that's going to be tough. Beating Washington's going to be tough. Period.
I agree.
But the Flyers are
And New York,
they're
those
up and coming.
Rangers Capitals series are always.
Toronto, Boston, maybe,
Banger.
and the
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Even though I think the Islanders would win, I'd love to see Tampa Bay versus Florida.
Yeah. Jeremy Lath says, "Who's going to play in goal for the Rangers?" And that's a good call because they don't have Hank, or he was not healthy, right?
Georgiev is Georgiev their man.
Georgiev.
Is I don't even think it's another guy too. Who's the other guy who actually wasn't doing bad until he got in a car accident?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
He had like a 2-week span of doing real well. Got in a car accident and then missed. He's healthy now, obviously. But he'll be back.
Damn autonomous cars.
It's tough.
Can't forget.
Oh my gosh.
But hey guys, just to throw this out there one more time, if you guys are interested, there's only looks like 15 shares so far.
15 shares.
So right now, one of 15 people are lined up to win that Antonino's pizza and toasted ravioli. If you haven't shared the
Please
video
share with us,
already, please share the video and you will be entered in to win
18 shares
some
here,
local.
so it's
you have
picking up.
18.
Oh.
I
Oh,
have to-
18? Three more people were like,
just
I'm
said.
hungry.
people.
I need to refresh
And
them.
Antonino's is
Refresh.
amazing.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
So,
So
just
you
trying
want
to
this.
trying to support local eats here, and if you guys haven't shared it already, please do. We're gonna do a giveaway, and we'll announce it on the next podcast. Our winner, and then most likely have something else maybe fun for another
Yes,
place.
we will.
That maybe we're gonna give away too. So
Because we love you guys.
yeah, thanks for the support.
Keep
So
us
let's
going.
let's go with the $1 million question here real quick. You see the matchups right there, okay? Who do you want to see at the top as the final two teams, and who do you want to see at the bottom as the final two teams?
Who do I want to go down in a blaze of glory first round
Yeah.
and not even advance anywhere?
Well, no, not that. Just who on the top and the bottom here. Who are your two teams that you think are going to win?
Well, I'm going to go with St. Louis and Tampa. I want St. Louis and Tampa.
Okay.
To
Calling
go
for
on.
St. Louis Tampa. Mark, who do you want?
I'm going to go the Blues, of course. I have to do that.
Yeah, of course.
I have a little bit of love for Toronto because I was there. They treated me. They were so good to us while we were up there. People were really cool.
That's cool.
I have a little love for Toronto, but I don't think so. I think in Blues and Tampa Bay.
All right, I'm going to throw this out there. You are going to get the Thrilla in Manila, the Blues versus Boston,
Boston.
again. And
back at ya.
we're
very,
going to.
very likely.
I cannot.
possibility.
I cannot wait to do that because those matchups. If you thought the first ones were great, I'm going to tell you right now that
It's gonna get
matchup
even
as a
better.
rematch is going to get even better.
Absolutely.
And then if that's what it does come down to on both sides, what do you guys got for the bottom half there?
Oh.
You guys are
Oh,
in
boy.
deep thought about
Tough.
this. I
I
like
know it.
this. This is
There's
nice.
so many. I mean, the best thing about this is no one really knows. Everyone's back
That-
fresh. Everyone's back healthy. So
charged,
many
That
factors
ready
are
to
coming
play.
in here, like,
That lower west area where it's Nashville, Vegas,
that's a
Oilers,
log jam to me.
That could be momentum, shock.
I
whoever
already
knew.
know who I want, but I want to hear what you guys
Chicago
got.
has history. You know how to win. You've got the right talent. But I'm going to go. Man, I'd love to see the Oilers come out of there. Oilers versus Capitals.
Oilers versus Capitals.
Oilers
Who you got going to the bottom?
Woo, man! I'm definitely on the same wavelength as you here, Marky boy.
Yeah.
But I just really want to see those Arizona Coyotes do something.
I would love it too. But
Please, Arizona, show us your strength. Show us
I'm
that you can do this. I want to see Arizona Oilers. I'm still going Oilers.
yeah.
But when I go to the Eastern Conference, I'm going to switch it up a bit. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Interesting. Bold move, Cop. Let's see how it pays off. All right, here's what I'm going with here, and I think it's a Capitals no doubter on the right side. Okay, they're just too good of a team, and they can play on
So
short
good.
red. And if anything, this
They're
rest
not
is
exactly
helping them.
who I'd want.
Right.
But they'll probably be who wins.
And this is a bold prediction on the other side. I say that this might be the year that the Vegas Golden Knights actually make it back.
Really?
Prediction.
Bold
Pretty
prediction.
bold.
Only reason is you have a goalie, Marc-Andre Fleury,
Andre Fleury.
who's healthy and who has the most playoff wins, right, or something like that. As far as that goes, an active goalie right now.
Shutouts.
Shutouts as well
Something
too.
like that. Yeah.
So you can't rule them out. They have so much talent on their team. They have Ryan Reeves.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tons of heart.
right? Well, it's not even
can't
about that.
discount
Wild
It's,
Bill.
it's about that
Carlson.
fourth line grind, and they have
Yeah,
big
the
guys
grind.
out there
That's
that
where you
need
need
to
the
do
heart.
it.
That's where you
and
need
they've
to
got
do that.
Pacioretty, they got Marchessault, they've got
Stone.
Mark Stone. They've got so many good people on that team.
As much as I want Arizona to win, Rene versus Andre Fleury. Kind of in the,
Fleury,
that could be a really good one.
That'd be
Yeah.
a battle
I
of
want
the
Arizona,
That'd be
but-
a battle of the maybe. It could be our last year.
Could be our
Let's
last.
try to go out on top. One
Right.
of us two.
Let's do it.
That could be
could
a
be.
battle.
It could be, yeah.
I love the setup, though.
Setup is
I do too.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
If you're a
hope-
hockey fan, they said you were going to love this. And
TJ says Toronto and Blues, by the way.
And then this is all going to
Yeah,
be
we're
also
on the
this
same
is all
page.
played in like a small confined like one stadium facilitates this side, one stadium facilitates this side.
finals would be in Vegas, right?
That's
what
well,
Like,
that's not for
is-
sure.
I guess
Yeah.
is that what
That's
they're
what
thinking?
they were going with the Vegas.
According
Like,
to
that's
TJ
so much
Casey
hockey.
says that he would love to see Vegas in the finals. So I mean, maybe that's an option for it being there. Because if they're going to make it
Well,
to the
then
finals,
they'd have the clear advantage.
Right.
but I don't know. Bold prediction. I'm going to say
prediction.
Blues win their second Stanley Cup back to back, and that's all I have to say about that. What do you guys think?
I think it's meant to be for Kyle to go to the parade again.
I think the host.
Well,
has
actually,
the final
go
word.
because you
and
didn't get to go.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
I think it's.
So
I think it's
you
an
didn't
omen.
get to go to the parade.
It is an omen.
You know, I
It was
talked.
amazing.
I talked to some of the boys. I said, "Hey,
We're
I
doing
didn't
this
make
for
it
you,
to the
Kyle.
last parade. I need you guys to win again, so I can.
We need you. I need Zach Sanford to
don't-
throw up
I
on
don't
another
even-
limo
I
driver.
would love to see that.
I don't even remember
Did he
taking
throw up in
off
his
work. I
jersey,
just
too?
didn't
I
go.
think he hit the whole
Oh, it
limo
was
driver.
crazy.
I didn't go.
You
I
didn't
think-
go?
No,
We were
I
hanging
didn't
off
go
a
to work.
parking
I don't
garage
remember
taking
calling
pictures.
in. All I remember is the GM stopped me and his son played in the NHL. Well, he got to the AHL for the Wolves and Michael Davies actually. He didn't crack the NHL. He's kind of a small guy, but he didn't get there. When I got back to work Monday, the GM just grabbed my arm and he's like, "Was it awesome?"
I know where
And I'm
you've
like,
been.
"It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life." And he just goes, "That's all I needed to hear."
That's awesome.
You're good.
That weekend was
So-
a blur. Literally, my dog almost got lost, and I was like, I don't even care. I don't even
It
care.
was so cool. And
Yeah.
We just I never thought we'd see that day.
Yeah. TJ says no fans, so I wouldn't say playing in Vegas is an advantage. I
There's no real
disagree.
advantage,
So here's the thing. I understand where you're coming from with the fan aspect.
to travel.
But not even necessarily travel. It's just that it's your home rink. Where do you feel more comfortable? Like you have
It's
some
just
some
ice when
teams
there's no
play.
fans.
That's true, but
No, it's not. It's the feel. It's the I walked through my tunnel. I walked on to my
you're-
premise.
you're-
I parked in my parking spot.
that's ego kind of.
It's
but
not. It's not because some players that play in professional sports will tell you that like sometimes their home field or their home games are of something that means
But
something.
they've
to them.
never ever played in front of 0 fans.
That's true. That's going to
would be
impact
tough.
it. I'm just saying, as far as if I had to play,
that's why I just think it's a sheet of ice.
let me throw it on this level for you. If I was going to play in a national tournament right now, and the goalie capability of what I have now,
You're amazing.
I would choose to play at All American. My home
hell
rink,
yeah.
right? It's my home rink.
You're comfortable
so
there.
if I were to play anywhere else, I would still say I'd be more comfortable at my rink, even if there wasn't anyone watching.
no question.
Because of the fact that I've played there
true.
100,000
no
times.
question.
Right.
But
Right.
without that
Sometimes,
energy though from the crowd too, I feel like that plays a part.
That's just a part of it, right?
and coming
plays a
down your
part.
own tunnel, having the lights, your own,
They're going to
your
pump
intro
music.
song.
They're going to pump
it's your
music.
stuff still.
Yeah.
I think nerves were almost what hurt the Blues in Game 6 at home.
Yeah.
I think
could've
they
been it
knew
too.
what was on
Yeah.
the
Hype
line,
of
and
that.
maybe it got to them.
Yeah.
I think it did a little bit.
Yeah.
So
And
maybe
it
it's not
could.
always easy to be at home.
It's a hot take, Mark.
Right.
You've got the truth, but
You've got
it's a
nothing to
comfort.
prove when you're on the road. You can just go out and play.
Right.
Everyone's against you. You know what you're up against. Just go.
Right.
Maybe that's what the Blues did.
TJ says he
champions.
understands
Yep.
the ice advantage, and he says that he gets us. I appreciate that, man.
Sorry.
We got Nick saying that's like when Kyle and I go play on someone else's NHL team. He's talking about NHL.
Toilet paper
thing.
bandits.
Yeah, TPB, EASHL. Buy the game if you want to get super frustrated because that game seems to
You guys
get
are
better
cute.
sometimes and it digresses sometimes. So, anywho, but yeah, that's an interesting matchup, man.
This is all amazing.
I think that it's good
God,
that
I
they
hope-
have.
100%. It makes me smile just looking at it. I'm ready for that to happen.
And so much at once. Like,
Yeah.
this is night after night. Hockey.
Totally down.
Game after game after
When is this
game.
rumored to
Oh,
start?
It's like thank you NHL for having it together. We appreciate
Yeah.
you. Thank you. It's
Slow clap.
When's it
You.
rumored to start?
they don't have that date.
Don't
yet.
have it yet.
No,
and it's just a rumor.
But
It's moving forward, though.
But thank you for putting something out for us to at least be able to digest and look at and think, hey, this is a possibility, right?
This makes us.
Totally
this makes
dig
it feel real.
Right.
does.
Right.
And you're the first league to done that to us, and we love you,
Yep.
and always have, and always will.
Frank Steinhoff just joined. What's going on, Frank? Thanks for tuning in.
Frank.
Getting towards the end here. In case you are interested in winning an Antonino's pizza, share the video.
Share.
And we are going to be doing a drawing.
Sharing
for,
is caring.
a frozen Antonino's pizza as well as toasted ravioli.
That's correct.
For the raffle winner. So, and thank you for the shares as well, guys. I
Yep.
still can't tell you how awesome this has been to kind of kick
Been a
this
lot of
off.
fun.
And
We're gonna break some records
Yeah.
tonight, boys.
Last few
Yeah.
weeks have
Oh, yeah,
been
we're going to.
a
That'd be
lot
fun.
of fun.
For real.
So, I mean, if
So
you,
I go to this. I always got to tell you
Yeah.
what happens at work. And, I went down. I brought a trade down. Of course, sell cars.
Sure.
Whatever. And everyone coming up to me is like, "Where are you guys getting stickers?" I've been watching the last like 3 or 4 salespeople. I'm like, "How cool is that?"
Yeah.
Slap them
It's
on the back
cool.
of new cars
Just like,
too.
hey, I'll put it at my desk. I'll put it at whatever. When you guys get to that point, let me know. I want
Oh,
a
you
sticker.
will
Stickers
know.
are coming.
And it's really cool to see everyone kind of hopping on. My dad called me. Hey, I listened for an hour the other night.
right.
Very cool.
Shout out to all our
Very
dads out
cool.
there
Yes.
listening.
Yeah.
Any
Being,
friends
supportive.
and family,
Yeah.
friends
you
and family
guys.
that have supported it. It's
Love it.
been,
It's been cool.
unreal how
Very
much you
cool.
guys have actually, the feedback you've given us. People have just been giving us suggestions on this and that. We love it. We are enjoying what we're doing, and we hope that we can continue to do this and at least entertain some of you
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
So, thanks for tuning in. It's been a great show. Also, if you guys have once again.
Last chance to share. We have 19 now.
Yeah, we've got 19 shares. If anybody else shares it, we'll calculate. Also, after the fact, I will say I'll give it until midnight tomorrow. So if anybody else would like to share
Keep
it up
it
until
going.
midnight
till
tomorrow.
Just because we've
tomorrow.
ended doesn't mean you have to stop.
Come on.
Because let's put it this way: there's a
it.
lot of times where we'll end our show, and then a lot of views get had overnight.
Oh yeah,
So for those of you that are following day, tomorrow night at midnight, we'll see how many shares we have for tonight's podcast.
Keep it going, baby.
If we have, the more the merrier. We'll put your guys' names into a raffle for the giveaway for the pizza and
This
the
is
toasted
real.
raviolis from Anthony.
Very cool.
If Nick, and if
Thank
Nick
you.
finds a Stanley Cup, we'll carve your name into it.
Right. And
Maybe.
Will,
Take a big long
Maybe.
pee in it.
yeah, and Will for sure. And guys, everybody say thank you to Will again for the.
Thank you, Will Higgins.
Will.
Anthoninos.
Thank you, Will.
Antoninos,
You're awesome.
we love
Appreciate
you.
it.
Love
Any
your
other-
life.
Where
Thank you,
there's
Will.
a will, there's a will.
Right.
Love
If you
you
guys,
guys.
and also if there's any other local eateries or that has groups or pages, and you would like us to shout them out, or think that maybe they would like to work with us on maybe
Yes.
doing a
Send
giveaway
us
or
a message.
something,
Full
send us
support.
a message. We would we'd absolutely love it. So,
Love
everybody,
you guys so much. Take care of yourselves.
have a good night.
Take care of each other.
and we'll
Thanks,
see you soon.
guys.
Love you guys.